Get it? Get. Oh yeah, we are live now. Super. Share. Okay. I don't have many subscribers, so you don't expect to have many viewers as well. It's mostly me watching just to see if there is a proper voice feedback or not. If a few of the other friends, nothing apart from that. Did I give a wrong? Wait. I hope I'm using the right ID. Oh yeah, I'm using the same one. Sorry, session live. Link is this. And people, how do I call people in info? Copy info. Save. Okay. We're still waiting for people to join in. Two of the new people who have joined have left. That's a good sign. Kind of. We've got Subhaskar. Hey, Rex is back. Yeah. Hello, Rex. Hi. So welcome to Ghost Story Session, Saturday Night Spooky Stories, September 7th. We've got a new member today, Rex. Hey, Rex. Hi.
Yeah, hi, hello.
Hello. How?
Hi, happy Saturday.
What do I call you? Is it Rex or do you have an? Do you want to be called by a different name?
Yeah, if you'd like me to call Rex, it's fine.
Okay, super.
Yeah,
Oh,
Rex it is.
hey, Rex. Then how are you doing?
Yeah, yeah. I think that name would be perfect for this session, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. So, do you want to start? So, as I told you, right, this is going to be a pretty informal session without any kind of agenda. So as I posted, meet on the Meetup website. People join, register over there, and join in randomly over here. And if they've got stories, they do share a stories. If not, people we most often or not, we'll have only one story in the entire 2 hour session, and most of the time we'll be talking about all kind of nonsense. But unfortunately, people haven't joined today. The regular folks who come and join and talk all kind of things. So we're still waiting on them. So in the meantime, if you want to take up and if you want to share anything which you've experienced or which you have seen or any such sort of thing, that would be great. Did I speak fast?
okay. No. I got you.
Okay.
So yeah, this is my first time, right? So
Yeah. So I'll start with the basic question. Do you believe in ghosts or paranormal?
I can't say that exactly, but I can say that if there is some positivity, then there's also negativity. On that, I can debate.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Ritu, are you watching live?
No.
Okay. I've heard two voices, so I thought maybe you're watching again. So yeah, as I was saying, Ritu is another regular member. She has become the core member of this group as well. So Rex, yeah, do you have anything to share about? Do you have any experience or any sort of thing which you want to talk about?
Be honest, I'm so curious to, engage into ghosts and, to encounter anything like that. But as I'm 20 years old,
Oh,
till my life, no, I haven't experienced anything.
yeah, age shouldn't be a matter there. I mean, you can. People have experienced. At least my cousins have experienced ghosts when they were like 7 or 8 years old. Doesn't matter. But again,
Yeah, that's the thing. I hear stories from people who are younger than me. They tell me ghost stories that they have encountered. Like I'm 21 years and I haven't experienced one single ghost in my entire life.
neither did I. Neither did I. So I'm with you here. That's the reason.
Yeah.
That was
Neither did I.
yeah. So that was the main
It's
reason
not
to set up this
common
camp.
actually.
Sorry, Ritu, yeah?
It's not common.
It is quite
So
common, I guess. Yeah, where people. Subhaskar, did you ever encounter a ghost? Subhaskar, you were supposed to tell a story, dude.
No, mm,
You said you're gonna share
no.
something the last time you said, but you haven't. Now this is your third or fourth session. You haven't shared anything till now.
Yeah, next time I will share
Come
something.
on, dude. You've been telling that from the last two sessions.
Yeah, and not now. Next time I will definitely share something.
Sure. He seems like he's quite a shy person. So, but again, his regular member. So we will give that. We're okay with it. Yeah, I guess
where
it's. Sorry, yeah. Ritu, go ahead.
where are others?
I don't know. That's what I've been waiting for them. I messaged on the group as well. No one replied to it. Okay. By the way, sorry, I forgot to tell that in the starting. Hello, happy Ganesh Chaturthi to everyone.
Happy Ganesh Chaturthi.
Yeah, happy Ganesh Chaturthi, same to you. Thank you.
I hope you've celebrated it nice and you done with all the food and everything. You had good food.
Greatly.
Yeah, super super. So where are you guys calling from? I know Ritu is from Hyderabad, and Subhaskar, you're also from Hyderabad.
Yes.
Oh, super. Rex, where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Hyderabad too.
Oh, nice, man. Finally, all Hyderabad folks meeting here. And Ritu, you are supposed to switch
Yeah.
on your camera this today.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let others come.
Okay. So,
After
yeah. So, yeah, please
a
go.
long time, people gonna know
Yeah.
am I real or not.
Yeah, we're going to find out if. Yeah. So, we have an inside thing going on here, Rex. So, we wanted to. The Ritu has been joining us for quite a lot of months now, and we haven't figured out if she's actual person, or if she's a ghost, or if she's a witch or something, because she's into black magic. She gives you all kind of tips to how to get out of black magic. She hasn't done anyone so far as per she
Yeah,
says.
I don't do.
Yeah, but she knows how
I
to.
don't do.
She gives you tips how to get out of black magic. If you are hexed by something, she can help you out.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. So I Hyderabad, staying in Hyderabad. How did you guys celebrate your Ganesh Chaturthi?
Staying at home.
Do you guys do puja, Ritu? I mean, I don't know how is it celebrated in Bengal, Kolkata.
Actually, there in my area, there is a pandal of Ganesh. They
Okay.
made a pandal of Ganesh. Puja is going on. I'll be visiting from tomorrow because the puja starts today, 12 a.m.
Oh, which means
So from
12 a.m. in the
tomorrow.
sense you're saying tomorrow morning 12 a.m. The date changes then.
Oh,
Uh,
in Hindus, they say that 4 a.m. From 4 a.m. the morning starts.
Oh, the next day starts, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. But isn't the Chaturthi is from 6 to 1 in the afternoon? At least that's what we were told in the house today.
I don't know. Like, I am not Hindu, so I don't know.
Oh, you're only into black magic. Sorry, I forgot that. You should
No,
ask.
I am a Buddhist, so how will I know about? But almost, I
But
don't know about the days, but some knowledge of Hindus.
do you do in your house as well? Like at least for us, we
No,
you don't. Okay. Is it a Bengal thing or is it your personal thing?
we are. No, it's not actually like that. Like if you're a Hindu in Bengal, you also celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi too in your house. It's not a thing. This we don't celebrate because we are Buddhists, not Hindus. There are. I'm a Bengali, but that doesn't mean that I am. Um, I am Hindus Bengali. There are just we speak Bengali.
Okay. Okay.
If you go to West Bengal, they worship goddess Durga,
Hmm.
who is the mother of
All gods.
Ganesh, right?
No, no.
Ganesh. I guess Ganesh, Karthik, everyone.
That's Parvati. Parvati is the mother of the Karthik and Ganesh.
Okay, so who is Durga? She's a form of Parvati.
No, Durga is not an incarnation of Parvati. Parvati, Durga is above all the three. So we've got three gods, right? Maybe these guys should come in. Deek, Devansh, and where are you guys, dude? If you guys watching live, no one is watching live as well. Unfortunately, oh, two of them are watching. I don't know who. No, two left.
Do you think they're gonna watch live and not come to the session
I
instead?
don't know. Like they can explain you better, but at least with the half knowledge which I've got, I can tell you from the movies which I watched. I guess Durga is a superior god who sits on the top, and under which these three I wouldn't say incarnations, or these three have come out: Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshwar. And then,
Seriously?
yeah,
They are not. I mean, whenever you see go to pujas, I have seen Durga in the middle, then side Karthik, then Ganesh, then her other two. What is their name? Lakshmi and Saraswati. I seen all five of them in a frame, and then puja starts.
no, see, maybe they put it for the puja, but as from the history or the mythology, whereas I'm known watching movies. Again, I'm putting it quotes. Known this only by watching movies. So let me tell you, in the movie which I've seen, Durga sits on the top in the hierarchy. Durga is on the top. Durga, I guess, yeah, it's Durga. Ma Durga sits on the top. So she had the what do you call this, third eye. She had the Trisul. She had a few other things. So she was considered to be the most powerful being. So and when
Can, wait, can I share you the screen? Wait,
sure, yeah,
wait. Uh, see,
sharing.
can you see?
Hold on.
Second, no, एक second. Look, Durga was born of goddess Parvati, while Parvati was the daughter of Lord Shiva.
That's what happens when you ask. Google. Google knows. Google doesn't know Hindu mythology. Only we know Hindu mythology. You forget Hindu.
Daughter of Lord Shiva, Durga was a goddess who arose from the discard flesh of Parvati. She later became the goddess Kaushiki and from her body created the other deity Kali.
No, okay. I guess this doesn't make sense. At least for me. So wait, let me tell you the movie which I've seen. Okay, let me tell you what has happened. What happens in that movie? So Ma Durga or someone, there is a female who sits on top of the hierarchy. She has got all these things. She has got the Trishul. She has got the Shank, and she has got the Chakra, and she has got the third eye and everything. She has got everything with her. With She creates these three deities, Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshwar, and she gives one responsibility to each. So create the responsibility to create is given to Brahma, the responsibility to survive is given to Vishnu, and the responsibility to destroy is given to Shiva. She gives these three responsibility to these three deities or beings. And for some reason, I don't know for what reason, although uh, during one I don't know if it was an argument or some sort of thing. She is I don't know how to put it. I don't know if she's killed or if she's sacrificed or something. She is killed and she's turned into ash. So oh yeah, once she created these deities, she'll give us certain powers to these people as well. Like she'll give away the third eye to Shiva. She'll give away the Shank and the Chakra to this guy, and maybe the other thing to Brahma, and Trishul to this guy. So something of that sort. And after once one argument or something, uh, Shiva opens his third eye, and he'll turn that higher deity into ashes, and he'll divide the ashes into three different parts. and these three different ashes will form into three different other deities, which is Lakshmi, Parvati, Lakshmi, and Saraswati. And all these three get married to these three deities. So that's what the history I know, or the mythology which I've seen in the movies. I don't know how much of it is true though, and I don't know which where did they get this information from. But this is what the scene which I remember. So Shiva divides that ash into three same parts in using the Trishul. After once she is burned down into ashes, and from those ashes, these three are born. The first ashes are Parvati, second ashes is Lakshmi, third ashes is Saraswati. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you guys, Rex also, Subhaskar, hi Nikhil, hi, hello.
Hmm. I heard like some. There is also one more story. Like there was one more group called Sati, where she Mahadev, I guess, was so attached to her that she died, but Mahadev was so attached to her that he couldn't leave her dead body. So Vishnu had to throw his chakra to cut her into pieces, and then she falls on earth. And then her all her body parts are worshipped in
Hmm.
different areas of.
That's a different story. That's I guess these are what are those things called? Those things called Asta
Shaktipita.
Shakti Pitas. Yeah, Ashtadati Shakti Pitas, right?
Ah, I see.
Yeah, eight different Shakti Pitas, and they are no. Is it the what are aligned in one straight line? Is it the Shakti Pitas or is it the Jyotirlings?
It's Jyotirlings.
Jyotirlings are aligned in one line, and Shakti Pitas are
It's all over the world actually.
Shakti Pitas are all of the world. Is it? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, we've got our in-house ghost experts. Hello, RJ, Jivan. How are you? It's been.
Hello everyone.
Do you want to show your face to other people here? You want to see if you are available?
Hi.
So yeah, we're talking about. I don't know what we're talking about. What?
Mythology.
Yeah, why did we even come there, Ritu? What was your question?
You asked, do we celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi?
I just wanted to know if they wanted to celebrate. If they, how do Banglas? How do I call them? Bongs. You celebrate Diwali.
Bengalis.
Bengalis, yeah, celebrate Diwali, and we've gone into all kind of things.
Tell everyone today to switch on their cameras.
Yeah,
Why only me? Why only me?
Sai, I don't think Tarun. Do you want to switch on your camera? Because everyone have switched on the camera once or the other time earlier. It's just you. We haven't figured out if you're a human yet.
How will you know if I'm a human? Even you can even see the what do you call this? Uh, Dians and chudels.
It's okay, no? We can figure out we're talking to at least whatever. This would then this stream would be the most like it will get the most number of views, man. It will become viral. Like if I'm talking to interviewing a live Diane, what more do I want?
Live Live Dian.
Or Diane in live, whatever, man.
Hello, what's up? What's going on?
इतना देर क्यों कर दिया रे? क्या कर रहा था?
मैं भूल गया आज सैटरडे है। मुझे लगा सैटरडे तो अभी दूर होगा क्योंकि कल परसों सेशन था। लिटरली अभी किसी ने मैसेज किया बोला कि अरे ज्वाइन करो। आई एम लाइक ओ आज सैटरडे है ना।
अबे वो देवांशु कहाँ चला गया? सैम कहाँ चला गया? हिमांशु कहाँ चला गया? मैं सोच रहा
वो भी भूल गए होंगे मेरी तरह कि सैटरडे आ गया है।
मैं कब से मैसेज डाल रहा हूँ उस पे.
You should have messaged them personally. They don't see group messages.
मैं
Some-
देखता हूँ जनरली बट मैं दूसरा फोन लेके घूम रहा था। ये फोन लिया ही नहीं था।
एक मिनट कर लेता हूँ.
अमीरी देख रहे हो?
किसकी?
अमीरी नहीं है बस बापू
He
की
just
कृपा है।
said
मेरे
that
पिताश्री की
it's
कृपा है।
कि देखो गरीबो मेरे पास 2 फोन है।
नहीं, जेन्युइनली एक्चुअल में ये फोन में चार्ज कम था तो मैं दूसरा फोन लेके घूम रहा था, बाहर बाहर घूम रहा हूँ, देखो रुको,
So, guys, how did you celebrate your
बाहर घूम रहा हूँ।
गणेश चतुर्थी? जीवन दीक तो क्या पीजी में क्या ही सेलिब्रेट करेगा? So,
नहीं, मेरे पास छोटे गणेश जी हैं, उनका पूजा किया, मैं रूम पे रखता हूँ।
क्या बात किया, क्या किया था?
तो मतलब थोड़ा वही प्रसाद फूल ला के सुबह सुबह गंगा जल से सब धो के, मतलब कपूर वपूर जला के पूरा पूजा किया, नॉर्मल जैसे करते हैं हम लोग। बट लाइक पीजी में हूँ तो इतना ज्यादा कुछ नहीं कर सका।
So, ठीक है. Now we'll do. Let's switch it since this is an auspicious day. So let's maybe we'll talk about ghosts as well, but we'll try to understand how do different people from different states celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi. I'll start with my one. Then we can go with each of you guys. I guess Dee can tell us how it is celebrated in Assam, and Jeevan can tell us how it is celebrated in Karnataka. Most often or not, it should be the same. But yeah, and Ritu is going to tell us how it is going to celebrate it in West Bengal. ठीक है? Okay, for us going first, so it's like we'll buy an idol, and we'll buy few fruits, leaves, and all sort of things to create a mandap within the home. तो उसमें क्या बोलते हैं, हमें तेलुगु में उसे पालविल्लू बोलते हैं, but it's a square kind of thing, and and you put other sticks in between, so cubes जैसा होता है square. So we create that, and oh nice. So we set up. Let me show you that. If I've got that photograph, let me show that photograph. Wait, I can show it to you.
Arey, who is that Parvati, right? Parvati is sitting right in front of Ganesh, right?
So ये बोल रहा था मैं. Yeah, पहले मेरा होने दो, उसके बाद तू बात कर. ये बोल रहा था. So this is set up for us first, and then उसके नीचे हम लोग will have an idol put in place, and we'll put all kind of fruits and all kind of stuff. Then we do the puja, and our puja is something of, we'll do the normal mantra chanting and everything, and once that's done, we'll read the story of Ganesha. How was Ganesha born? What is the like uh, what is the why should you do this puja, and how to do this puja? What are the stories behind it? What do you get? What do you get if you don't do the puja, and if you don't take the akshantha? What do you call that? I don't know what do you call it in Hindi or English, but yellow rice डालते हैं ना सिंधे सिर पे, वो पूरा लेके बाहर घूमना है. So that's how our puja. It's a quite simple thing. Get your idol, get your stuff, arrange everything, do the puja, listen to the narrate the story. Everyone should listen to it, and once the story is done, you have to take that. I don't know what do you call akshintil do. So we take the rice, and we mix it with turmeric, and then we offer it to God, and then we put it on our head. So that's what you have to do. So without that, you shouldn't be watching the moon today, as you know, as the story goes. So that's pretty much our process. So we make few foods over here, which are kind of his favorite, Ganesh's favorite. I don't know. We call it undralu. So undralu, at least from our in our history or in our mythology, we were told that he likes a specific laddu kind of thing called undralu. So we'll make it for him, and we'll offer it, and then we will eat it. So that's to do with our tradition. Most often or not, most probably, everyone in this Andhra and Telangana will follow the same kind of procedure. Decorations might change. They put few other fruits or few other decorations, but it mostly that's the basic part. That's how our Ganesh Chaturthi is celebrated. Who will go next? And yeah, we made a idol of our own today using turmeric and I don't know some other flour.
This is so.
Sorry, what?
This is so cute.
Yeah, that's what even I thought. Thank you. Okay, who
I
wants to go
heard
next?
in Hyderabad it made somewhere of Ganesh out of fruits.
Oh yeah, Yeah, they do with all sort of things. They made Ganesh out of jaggery. They made Ganesh out of chocolate. They made
Actually, that's good, no? Rather than making it out of,
yolk.
it's at least eco-friendly.
Yeah, you can. There is also
But in the other sense, it is wasting food directly because yeah.
No, fruits may be good still 9 days, and then after that, those fruits are taken out and given to poor people. Like, daan de dete hain
No,
usko.
man. Nobody is eating a fruit
but
after 9 days. Generally, all the fruits get rotten in that time.
yeah, and grapes wouldn't stay for 9 days until unless they're put in high
Yeah,
freezer, all
like
sort of thing.
at least I guess oranges and watermelons, these type of fruits,
No,
they
not at all. Do you eat fruits after 9 days of keeping them outside
no,
or like then?
wash and eat.
Arey. Hello.
I guess Ritu, you are eating fermented fruits. Are you getting high on fruits?
She's drinking fermented fruits. She's not eating. She's drinking fermented fruit juice.
अरे एटलीस्ट वो फ्रूट्स जो खराब हो गए उसको खेत में डाल देंगे सिंपल
Again, wasting food.
नहीं, खेत में डालने से अच्छा है ना ये
हाँ
सॉइल क्या बोलते हैं, मैन्योर, क्या बोलते हैं सर?
वो खेत में वो मैन्यूर का ही बोल रही है. That's what she's saying.
that's that's खाग बोलते हैं उसको खाग ठीक है
खाद खाद
फर्टिलाइजर्स के
और उसको मैन्यूर ही बोलते हैं.
ठीक है.
हाँ तो
ओ भाई बाद में डिस्कस करते हैं, पहले तो बताओ दूसरा आसाम वाले बताओ भाई, दी कैसे आपके इसमें कैसे सेलिब्रेट करते हैं गणेश चतुर्थी को?
तो हमारे मतलब ऐसा होता है कि जनरली उपवास रखते हैं सब लोग और फर्स्ट गणपति भगवान को लाकर मतलब आइडल मूर्ति को लाकर हम लोग स्थापित करते हैं ये 4 दिन के लिए. चौथ से लाके 8 को लाइक ये अष्टमी को उसके बाद विसर्जन होता है गणपति बाबा का. और मेनली फर्स्ट पूजा नॉर्मल गणपति जी का आरती और पूजा होता है. उसके बाद स्टोरीज जो मतलब हमारे पहले जैसे किसी ने आज से लाइक जो दंत कथा है कि किसी ने इसने उपवास किया था, बहुत गरीब घर के थे, फिर गणेश जी वहां आए, घर का सारा खाना खा गए, फिर घर की वाइफ को पूछा कि अभी मैं सारा खाना तो खा गया, अब मैं ये खाना लाइक वेयर डू आई गो वॉशरूम. उसने बोला हम तो घर पे कुछ भी नहीं है हमारा, कहीं भी कर दो. तो उन्होंने हर जगह वॉशरूम कर दिया. फिर अगले दिन उठे तो हर जगह गोल्ड ही गोल्ड था. इस टाइप की अलग अलग स्टोरीज है, वो स्टोरीज बोलते हैं और बहुत सारे इसी टाइप की दंत कथाएं बोलते हैं और कुछ कुछ
हेलो 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 हेलो. अरे यार मेरा इंटरनेट का क्या लफड़ा चल रहा है. हेलो, मेरा है क्या या डीक का है? मेरा मेरा आवाज सुनाई दे रहा है?
हाँ हाँ
तो डीक का वो घूम रहा है ना इसीलिए. So okay, the stories change then most often or not. डीक हो गया क्या?
या हाँ यही था. आई थिंक बीच में थोड़ा नेटवर्क इशू हुआ था.
So it's all again. Don't you guys talk about how was Ganpati Bappa born or something of that sort? वो स्टोरी नहीं बताते क्या?
नॉट दैट मच एक्चुअली क्योंकि वो बहुत ही आई डोंट नो मतलब वो एक तरह से एवरीवन नोज काइंड ऑफ वाला थिंग है. तो इतना वो स्टोरी नहीं होता जितना कोई प्रेजिंग वाला जो बाद में गणपति भगवान ने किसी का कोई राक्षस का वध किया उस टाइप की स्टोरीज ज्यादा.
Oh, so you do also narrate stories in as part of puja then, or recite stories if I have to.
Yes, like depends. It's more like a poetic story. Exact story नहीं बोल रहे थे, थोड़ा poetic वे में जो दंत कथाएं हैं time to time बोली.
Jeevan, you want to go next? How is it celebrated in your house or is in generally in Karnataka?
It's usually the same. Get the Ganesha, do the decorations, do the puja. Usually we don't get permissions for 9 to 10 days. It's only 3 days.
Okay.
And the final, I mean, first, second day, it will be like only crazy. Because in home, it's a small Lord Ganapati Bappa, do the puja, keep it for 3 days and submerge it in the bucket of water on the third day. But we do like we, all our area friends, our colony friends, we get together. You saw the Ganesha.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a huge party for the next 3 days.
Okay. So do you also order the same sort of thing? You will also recite a story after the mantras and everything.
Yes, that's the best part of our culture, guys. If you know, all our mantras are actually stories, if you actually know them. Our ancestors have made such kind of mantras where all these things have been passed down from our ancestors to the stories itself.
Hmm.
See, the actual reason of Ganesha, which is celebrated, is to show how a person can change and how you have to take care of oneself. If you're interested, I can say it.
So yeah, I mean we'll come back there. Maybe yeah, maybe yeah, I can
But
continue if Pata.
see,
Yeah.
basically, when Parvati was bathing, I think everyone knows the story.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Ganesha had been born and she had been made him to stand near the entrance so that no one would come.
Hmm.
And most of them, they don't know the war between Ganesha and Shiva took for 10 days.
Okay. I mean that's not mentioned anywhere in the movies or the story. They say that they
Mm.
show that there
It's in
are
Vedas.
kind of thing. Yeah, the a
It's
battle.
in Vedas.
Hmm.
So once the 10 days is done, uh, I mean, it's not only that war. After his head was placed, right? It was placed on 10th day.
Hmm.
So after the head was placed, Shiva told him to take a bath in the water. And whenever you see Ganesha, right, there is Gauri. So the Gauri is the actual mother, we can say. She was the person who poured the life for Ganesha. It's not Parvati actually. Parvati is an incarnation for Gauri.
Yeah.
So he visits after the 10th day, once the bath is done, and he has nice food in his home with mom. And while coming back, his stomach's burst, and that's why you cannot see the moon. It's all kind of stories.
Yeah, I mean they've got different versions of those stories though.
No, everything happened on the same day. It was his birthday.
No, it's not on his. Maybe like at least I'm not
See, Vinayaka Chaturthi is celebrated as his birthday. Okay.
birthday. Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So the head was placed and he was reborn on that day. After that, I mean, he will have very nice food. While going back to his mom's place, his stomach burst. The moon will laugh at him. Then
Mhm.
again, Shiva will come curse the moon god.
Mm.
Then he goes back to his mom's place, that is Ganga's place. So that's the reason. After all these days, usually it should happen for 10 days. So if you see, uh, why it has been celebrated for 10 days is there is some other reasons where the what you can say, it's eternal bond between individuals and the divine ones. If you get the connections right, it usually takes 9 days or 10 days. That's the reason we have everything specific to 9, 10, 21, 101, 108.
Oh yeah, to get into a routine or such sort of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's the story behind it. And the same stories have been recited. Basically, previously, that was the actual way to celebrate Ganesha festival. Like the first, you bring the Ganesha at the particular time and do the puja, reveal it, and then the bhajan starts.
Mm.
And at the night, they recite all the stories about all Ganeshas and why it has been significant, what he has done, or what are the things which we can learn from him. That's all things which has been done. So then on the 10th day, usually they say goodbye to Ganesha, leaving it to his mom. And the actual Ganesha should be made from turmeric and
Rice
the
flour, I guess.
sand. No, no, sand.
Sand. Okay, okay. Mm.
Because Gauri, who made Ganesha, she used only the sand and the turmeric.
No, no, not sand. It was something. It's some kind
It's
of.
kind of clay.
No, no, it's not clay. It's not made of clay. At least, again, I'm not. I
No,
don't have any.
it should be used with sand because he was born from Bhudevi.
Is it so? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, oh Bhargav, hello, hi. Hey guys, can you guys switch on your cameras? I'm feeling all left out and all
Hey,
alone.
hi.
Yeah, you wanted to say something?
Give me a minute.
Yeah, yeah. I just would like
Oh,
to
hi.
ask a doubt to Jeevan.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I would like to just pose a doubt
Hmm.
to
Yeah, yeah,
Jeevan.
please.
Because I just read the story today because in the puja we do read the story, right?
Yes,
So the Ganesh Chaturthi or Vinayaka Chaturthi is done in commemoration for his becoming the Ganadhipati, the leader of all the Ganas of Shiva. That happens on a Chaturthi. That is the reason we celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi, but not because he was born on that day or he was not made on the day of Chaturthi. That is what I know from the story. But
it
what you
is
said is a
Ekadashi
different.
you're talking about.
No,
No, no.
no. Ganadipati. He has become Ganadipati on the day of Chaturthi.
There are multiple interpretations.
Bhadrapada
Shuddha.
Shuddha Chaturthi
Yeah.
is the exact time.
Yeah.
It is in the Dakshinayana according to the storyline.
Yeah, at least that's what it says in our books as well. The story book which we read
Yeah,
today in the morning, that's what
that's
it says.
Yeah.
It DK, is it you again? Deek, is it?
Yeah, another email. Another email.
अरे मैं सोचा कोई नया
and
बंदा आ गया।
also you said that the original murti of Ganesh is supposed to be made with sand and turmeric, but according to the story, it is in Telugu it is called as Nalugupindi. Actually, it
It's
is
just
made
made
of
out of chana.
chana.
I don't know.
Chana. It is made out of chana.
Yeah,
Chane ki
chana
dal.
flour.
Sunnupindi. It's also called as Sunnupindi.
Yeah.
So can you use like throw some light into the specifics of this?
अरे ये भार्गव.
Sure, sure,
Yep.
sure.
So yeah, at least from our stories, it is. I guess it's all depends on the state how it is portrayed. At least in our films and our stories, which we have heard from our childhood, it is portrayed in a different way, saying that the idol is made with chana powder or the chana flour and the turmeric. It was made by Parvati, and Parvati has poured life in him with help of someone. I don't know with her, with someone, with whose help, but she'll pour life in him, and also things happen. More or less, it's cloning. Is it cloning? No, it's not cloning. How can it be cloning?
See, if I want to
IVF
say,
actually.
it was done like how we do the IVF today,
IVF, yeah,
today,
IVF,
right?
yeah, it was IVF.
Same kind of a thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's not that Nalugupindi what you say. Actually, it's made from kind of clay. I don't have that information because I don't have the translation.
Hmm.
That was used a part of earth in the sense Bhudevi's part was used and ghee was used, and they meditate. Parvati meditates in terms of I mean uh, she herself asked with Shiva to Mount Kailash. I mean, who is sitting on Mount Kailash to Shiva to pour some life.
Hmm.
So that's how it was born. He was born. There is only one temple in entire world. It's in Tiruvanallur or somewhere where Ganesha is in his actual form, like the human form.
Clay. Ganesha was created by Parvati using clay to protect her. Clay. See, I'm telling you, Ritu, don't ever ask Google. Google is gonna give you a different story altogether. Earlier, she searched about Parvati, and Parvati. It was written Parvati is a daughter of Shiva.
See, the issues come there in Google is what we discussed in the last term, right?
Yeah.
Who
Well,
wrote
but
the history and who read these things in English?
that's
Yeah.
what I told you, right? We don't have the translations of what Vedas have been done
And
properly.
Well,
there's one more bigger issue than this is that
no,
Manvantar
sorry,
and
sorry to interrupt. Sorry to interrupt. Check her history, guys. The search history. Whatever she's searching for, she's searching for the best black magic tricks, how to do black magic, all such kind of things.
you already know Ritu
See,
is a practitioner.
best black magic. It's in Vashikaran
Okay,
specialist.
it's
She's
like
looking for
black magic
Vashikaran
horror
specialist
movie and
in
anime
Hyderabad.
girl.
She's looking for Vashikaran specialist in Hyderabad. See, and how to do a perfect murder.
And there is anime at the end. You're understanding the differences.
Something is wrong, Ritu. Are you okay?
Are you well? Do you need help? Get help.
In the
I'm
story,
showing you Durga Parvati Sita. I am saying my just
Actually, that is true, you know.
what
Durga is a part of Parvati.
I told you.
That's what even I told you. Durga, see, at least from the movies which I saw, I'm repeating the same thing. At least from the movies which I saw, Durga sits on the top of the hierarchy. She created these three, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar. And
See,
yeah, sorry, yeah. Now Dick can explain it properly. Yes.
exactly what you said. I'm going to say the same thing, but in a different way.
Okay.
See, when we read Shakti Puran,
Hmm.
it comes that Shakti created all three. Then we read Shiv Puran, Shiv created all this. Then Vishnu Puran, Vishnu created all this. Why? Is because we have Manvantar. What is that? Is after 4 yugas, and there is again restart of all this. Brahma's day, you know about Brahma has a 100-year life, and right now it's 50 years, 51st year is going on of Brahma's life. First day of 51st year. So what happens there is every time it changes, and we have fragments from every time. You see, all these stories where did it start? Kakbushandi, the only being who is allowed to move freely out of time, said these stories to Garuda. Garuda is the Vahan of Vishnu, and that is reiterated by Shiva to Parvati, and that then is reiterated to Rishi. ये क्या था साउथ में क्या नाम था उसका अरे अगस्त्य मुनि who is like the most biggest disciple of Shiva, and then it is reiterated to other rishis. That's how we have so many stories and not connecting each other.
What is the name? Kamundia. What did you say? Who can?
Kakbushandi. He's the only being. Kakbushandi, the only being beyond time.
Ritu, can you search that?
He is the crow god. He is the crow god. He has the
No.
boom.
He is not a god.
Not a god.
He's
He's
not
a
a god.
being which is given the power. He's a rishi. He's given power beyond time. And
How do
He
you
can
spell it?
travel time. Yeah.
you can just
It's
search
K. It starts from K. K-A-K-A.
Just write K-A-G Kak B-H-U-S-A-N-D-I. Maybe Google will get it.
Not Kajal Agrawal, dude. What are you
Kakbushandi.
searching for?
What? Say again.
K-A-G.
Kakbushandi. Kakbhu.
Okay, yeah.
Shandi.
English.
He's a crow god.
I am audible, right?
Yeah, you are audible. Yes. Yeah. Who is Kakbushandi?
See this guy.
Crow.
This.
What? That's what Bhargav was saying. Crow god.
He's not
Yes.
a
He's
crow
not a
god.
god.
People say it's a crow god, but it is actually rishi. You know how he came into existence? There's also a story different.
Yeah, please.
Shiva gave him boon that he will travel times and
Yeah, that's
spaces.
later actually how he got into existence.
It's not only time, he can travel into multiverse as well.
Multiverse. That's why he has
Yeah.
seen 11 times Ramayana and 16 times Mahabharata.
Dude, how do you guys know this much information?
Because we study. I don't
Different
know.
universes he can travel.
Somewhere we get it.
I've never heard this name Kakbushandi till now. This is the first time in my entire life, I've heard this name. Bhargav, when did you hear this name, dude? You're like 5 years younger to me. We've been living in the same.
No, this is how Brahmanda Puran starts actually. What
Yeah.
DK was right,
Our
when he was
grandfather
trying to
never
say-
told us this story. How do you know this?
No, he did tell the story when he was telling about the Manvantaras and all, right? So this is how the story.
Okay, he might have told him separately. Then he hasn't told me. My grandfather hasn't told me.
Like you, come on, man. Like you were elder to me.
Turn on videos today.
Sorry, what?
Are we not supposed to turn on videos? Everyone.
What?
Most of us, the regular
turned on my
people
video.
have all our videos turned on already. It's you. It's just you hasn't turned it on yet.
Yeah, you.
It's you.
See, all of us, I said.
Okay. See, we are getting more people.
Jacob,
Now you have to turn on.
Bhargav has also turned it on. The new guy, he's just joined it last week and he turned on the camera.
It's just new people and you.
You.
too.
How is he new people that is sitting here? No.
What?
Who is sitting here?
We all know he's real, of course.
No, I'm saying only you are one of the old ones who have not turned on your video.
Okay.
Okay, Kakbushandi का कोई बता रहा था कौन है भूषण?
Let me tell you. So the story starts in the sense that Parvati wanted to know about what truth is, what is real truth of the life is.
She's human. Now we know.
Finally, we know.
Finally, we know she's a human. She's not a ghost.
Or is she?
Arey, this is going live, right?
Yeah. It is.
First time face reveal.
Hi, Mama. My mother will see this next day.
Okay.
She's someone.
Yeah. So the story goes like Shiva said that Parvati said she wanted to know the meaning of life, or like the let's say the Brahmand, or the truth. So Shiva said, okay, but I can't tell like everyone this. So they went into a cave and Shiva clapped 3 times. So first time every animal went away. Second time, second clap, every bird went away. Third, any other being which was there, that went away. But Kakbushandi was actually an egg who kept, who was first, in the first it ripe, second it burst out, and third it came out, the crow. So it heard everything what Shiva was trying to teach Parvati, and Parvati slept midway. At the end, like Shiva heard there's a crow which has heard everything, so he fought with the crow. Basically, the crow was running everywhere, and Shiva was chasing it. All the three, क्या था? तीनों जो ब्रह्मांड के तीनों है, लोक,
लोक में
तीनों लोगों ने कोशिश किया. At the end, the crow submitted to क्या बोलता है, Shiva, and he said, "Please let me go." Then he gave the boon. Shiva gave the boon to the crow. There are other versions, but this is the base version of this story.
Sorry, I missed out the first part. So, was he going to tell something to Parvati and then?
Yeah. So Shiva, Parvati asked the meaning of the universe or life or something.
Okay. So, what was the meaning of life or universe or secret of?
Only one crow heard. That crow is now traveling through the multiverse.
Shit. So, it's the Doctor Strange who knows everything.
Through space and time.
Sorry.
Yeah. Universe and time.
Traveling through space and time.
Oh.
Yeah, and once it met with Garudas, then he said, like, I have seen 11 times Ramayana and 17 times Mahabharata. And every time I see there are little differences, but the base is same.
Where is this all? In which Purana is this all told?
There are multiple, but I have read this in Balkanda of Ramayana, which is actually available on YouTube also. It's read by this Ravindra Jain. There are other places also.
Most of the works related to Kakbushandi would be available in Tulsidas Ramcharitmanas. You don't get it in any other format of Ramayana. Only in Ramcharitmanas.
But
of course, there is an older version of Kakbushandi. That was by some Tamil poet, but that was quite old. The name also a little bit different. Yes.
Yeah, and in that also it is told that this information is passed down by Kakbushandi to Garuda to Mahadev, and then Mahadev transferred it to Parvati and this Agastya Muni, who is the biggest disciple of Mahadev. He is equal to Mahadev. It is being said to the Munis, and then he said to the what was the name? All the different, but there was a specific I forgot.
Saptarshis.
No, one specific I forgot the name. Like Agastya Muni said it to Kashyap, Rishi Kashyap, yeah, okay. Rishi Kashyap, and then people got to know that way. And there is also one scene in Ramayana where we get to know that there are more than one universes and more than one time Ramayana has happened. When at the end, when Ramji had to go from the earth and Hanumanji was about to not let him leave, then Ramji created a crack on earth to the Nagaslok and dropped his own this Mudrika, Anguti Mudrika, and he told to retrieve it to Hanuman. And then when Hanuman came, the Nag, then the Nag king said, "Oh, you are fooled again." Hanuman said, "What?" That see, there is a mountain of rings.
Oh,
that's where Ramayana ends in a sense.
Dude, this is a lot of information, dude. I've never heard all these stories.
Yeah.
So it's part of Marvel then. Multiverse is part of our things, and no one had a damn guts to make it into a movie. multiverse.
The living
If you see, Marvel characters are based on most of our mythological stories itself.
the living tribunal, the Beyonder, the Thor, the God of Thunder. Even like if you leave the part from Norse, there is Indra exact copy of that too.
Yeah. No, we have all the entire what do you call the king?
Yeah,
क्या बोलते हैं उसको?
Pantheon, Greek and Viking pantheon. We have all of that.
We are doing the pantheon.
The kings. What do you call that? Kings where all these things, all these people will sit on the left and the right, right? What is that thing called? King's area,
What?
palace, or something.
Rajya Sabha or court of kings.
King's court.
Dev Sabha. Dev Sabha.
Yeah, Dev Sabha.
Dev Sabha.
Whatever the Dev Sabha is in Olympus is more or less like our Indra Sabha, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you could say that. Yes.
Yeah, Olympus is more or less like our Indra Sabha or whatever. Indra Prastha, whatever you call it.
Yeah, there actually that is not just that. If you go a little deeper, you could also see that there are a lot of similarities in the gods of Hindus and the older religions. I would not like to talk about the what do you call the Abrahamic religion.
Abrahamic religions are other. Yeah.
Abrahamic religion. The names may be different, but the core source of the god is quite
All
close,
the
I
same.
would say. And you can also see this difference when you compare the gods of Hindus to the gods of the Zoroastrians. They are opposite. Our gods are their demons, and our demons are their gods.
Oh,
Yep.
who are Zoroastrians, by the way?
Zoroastrians were ancient Persians. You might have heard of Zari, like what is it? Xerxes, Darius.
Yeah.
I've just heard.
They were Zoroastrians. We do have a very small diaspora of Zoroastrians in India who are like ultra rich, of course.
Okay. Sorry, yeah, Achyut wanted to. Hey, Achyut, hi.
Yeah, hello guys.
Hi. You wanted to say something?
Yeah, when we are talking about Ramayana and Mahabharata, I just heard somewhere that in Ramayana itself, there were like the population that fought towards Ravana is somewhere like in 250 crores, 250 million or some billion, or I couldn't remember properly. It's there are like some set of numbers. It's like over a huge number, and when it comes to Mahabharata also, again some good number of people were fought. So I just wanted to know if any of you guys know the number and how the things. And
The number is 20 Akshayani Sena, 9 and 11. You can search a Akshayani Sena. There is exact amount.
No. DK, I think the Mahabharata, it was not 20. It was 18.
18.
It was 7 and 11. 11 for Kauravas and 7 for Pandavas.
Okay.
Yes.
Might be mistake. 9 or 7. Yeah. But 9 and 11, I feel. Wait, let's search. I am.
I do the searching part. You don't. At least some sort of thing to do.
Okay, screen share and search.
Yeah.
Akshayani,
I
number
think
of
it is
Akshayani Sena in Mahabharata. Just search that.
Yeah, I think it is 11 for the Kauravas and 7 for Pandavas. Of course.
7 or
Pandavas.
9.
Tell me what to search.
7.
What do I search for?
Akshayani
How
Sena
many
in Mahabharata.
Akshayanis fought in Mahabharata? Akshayani.
Atushki members, I know there were 7 or 8 members. I know that one.
Akshayani is more than a lakh.
Of course.
Get exact amount. Yeah.
Okay.
How many?
Pandavas have 7 and the Kauravas have 11 Akshayani. Yeah.
Okay. So 7 and 11. Okay, but one
Yeah,
Akshayani Sena has these many like warriors.
It's huge. It's huge.
And like this is not exactly divine. There is a divine set I have read in a Hindi book. Like exact how many Padyatri, how many Adhirathi, or how many Rathi,
Yes.
and how many Mahalakshmi.
Akshayani is made of multiple
Here
units.
it is.
Yeah.
Yes, here it is. Pati. Oh no. This is. Wait.
Yeah. Patti, Sanamukha, Gulma, Gana. A little higher, please. For a bit.
So all this, yeah.
Here.
These many chariots, these many elephants, this many, yeah.
Yep.
So this is one Akshayani Sena. Multiply it to 7 and 11. These many fought. And around a bunch of soldiers were left at the end.
And
Handful of
no,
soldiers.
at the end there were only 5 soldiers. Like there were only 5 people who were alive in like
No.
Mahabharata.
In the Pandava side, there was a handful of soldiers left.
Okay.
Yeah. In the Kauravas
Oh.
side, there was only 3 people left.
One
One
was
is
Ashwatthama.
I
Ashwatthama.
think the number is wrong. Here,
Yeah.
the composition number, whatever they given, is wrong, I guess.
Maybe it's wrong, but it is
No,
similar.
because
Like,
wiki we cannot trust completely because everyone can edit wiki.
Yeah.
But the total number I think will be different. Because see, I don't exactly recall from where I heard this, but I heard that Mahabharata happened for 18 days and close to 18 lakh people participated in the war.
yeah, 18
So-
days, that is correct. But 18
Yeah,
lakh,
and 18 lakh. I'm
No,
not
no,
certain.
no, 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 no. It was not 18 lakhs.
it was more. 18
It was not 18 lakhs. If you can type 1660, I mean 166,002,0000.
Yo, man, just
Phone
a
number, is
second.
it?
166 what?
Wait.
Just try searching how many people were killed in Mahabharata.
I'm killed. Okay. One. Oh yeah. You
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
This was being
Well,
proved. This has been proved by some, I don't know which university. They have shown the graph. Basically, like at that point of time, this many population was down.
decline. Yeah, there was a decline.
And it was only male population which was declined. And that's when the multiple marriage system came up everywhere in the whole world.
10 crore, 100, 1,000 crore people
And,
dies. Is it? Shit, 1,000 crore people. So not even the population which we have right now. So what was the population back then?
these are
you
the
cannot-
people
Huge,
only who are
man.
dead.
Guys, to understand this, see, each and every yuga at the peak, right? You have hell lot of population.
That's
See,
when you have
Uh,
decline, right? Of Ramayana, Mahabharata, any time.
See, yeah, I have been heard that in Satya Yuga, war was between two different worlds. And the next Yuga, Treta Yuga, it was in the same world with two different countries, and it became same family. And now in Kali Yuga, it will be only with us.
within ourselves.
And this will be the brutal Yuga. I mean,
The worst
they
one.
cannot even imagine how brutal it will be.
Actually, we can. There is written proof that at the end of Kali Yuga, there will be a rain, and then every vegetation will die. Then people will eat people. These kind of there is
Yeah,
written.
that's what in the movie Kalki is being shown basically.
Actually, yeah, it is because written very in detail. Actually,
No, when you come to think of it, so are we saying that we are really not, we aren't really overpopulated then yet? We are still not
It's
even
just the start, bro.
Kali Yuga
It's
has
just
not
the
started
start.
yet, actually. This is the first phase. There are 4 phases.
There will be no humanity left, basically. We are all lucky to be born here because we are not seeing that. Definitely, we'll be gone by that time.
I heard one more thing, like in Ramayana, just Sri Lanka, like before the Lanka used to be so huge. It actually Madagascar is a part of Lanka.
There
Yeah,
is
I have heard that name.
actually there's a truth on this.
Kanadi Kundaram.
Madagascar has entered. There's this what was
Before
that? Drift,
India,
continental drift.
before India was also not a part of Asia, so it was Africa which India broke and collide with Asia. That's how Himalayas born.
No,
So
India
it's a
came from the
scientific
south
fact.
actually.
Kanadi Kundaram was the place which now
Kumari
submerged in
Kundaram.
Bengal.
Yeah,
Kumari Kundaram.
It is actually Kumari Kandam. It is
Kumari
Kumari Kandam.
Kandam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And India before it merged with the Asian Eurasian plate, it was a part of Antarctica actually, and a bit of it was connected to Africa when it was in as a Pangaea. Pangaea was like one complete landmass, right? Then there was a slow diversion, and then it became Gondwana land, and Gondwana land was in the south, and then north it was something else.
Pangea. Let's check Pangea. So when you're saying this thing, so
Pangea.
India was separated, is it?
GE. No, India was a part of a bigger landmass towards the west, okay, and it got separated because of the tectonic movement.
That.
It
No, but
moved towards the Eurasian plate. if you can see this, like I have seen some colored image that was yeah. This Shutterstock image is much better. The second one, see,
This one.
uh, I think you just missed it. I again, yeah, the last one in the first line. Yeah, that sort of shows how things were. On the west coast, we were connected to Africa, and the eastern coast was connected to the Antarctica. So that was a guess of how it might have been. And you see the Eurasian plate in orange, right? There was a big ocean called as the Tethys Ocean. So because of the submergence of Tethys Ocean, Himalayas formed. That is all a well-known fact. And there is a gravitational anomaly in the Indian Ocean specifically because of that.
India was the entire India moved from this part of the world to this part.
Yeah, that's how Himalayas came now when we joined.
Exactly. So when these things have happened, do you think these things have happened on Panji or these things have happened on India when India was separated?
In India, not Tanzania.
Mixed mass,
In
when it
India.
left, it became different.
What things?
No, I mean to say this Mahabharata and Ramayana.
No,
Oh, yeah.
Ramayana,
Mahabharata,
all this
Mahabharata is a different story because in Mahabharata there are actually kings and warriors from other countries who has taken part. If you see Yavanas were the Greeks. Okay? Yavanas were the Greeks, and there were other groups of people. There were close to 360 groups of people who have taken part in the war. There were even Chinese have taken part in the war according to the sources. You can maybe make a simple search.
Which countries took part in Mahabharata?
Yeah, not specifically like countries, but who all took part in the Mahabharata, something like that.
Yeah, who all doesn't make sense. Who which countries or
Actually, they divide the groups like you see. Andhras were a group of people according to the Mahabharata. Okay, Andhras. Then there were Pulindas, Nagas. Okay, Pundras. So Magadha was a separate country according to them. So that was a big list. Yeah, you see Mahabharata. You see Cambodia is a current day Cambodia. You can count a lot actually.
Yeah, these are only with Pandavas, I guess.
No, they were with both the sides.
Yeah, there are both the sides. Like these are written here are only with the Pandavas.
is it Chedi China?
Huh? Chedi is not China. No, Chedi is not China.
Okay. Yeah.
China, the name is also very close. Okay, the Chinese people who fought, the name is very similar to it.
You can go to the Quora one. I think someone will have written.
Jamudwadvipa, Eurasia.
Jambudvipa is Eurasia. Even today, whenever we read like even today, even for Vinayak Chavati, when you read, you must have read
Jambudvipa, where Jambavanta is.
It's not about Jambavanta. It's because of the shape of our Indian subcontinent.
Ocean. That's a lot of information, dude. The story of Girija Govardhan Mountain deals with it. What is Giriraj Govardhan Mountains? What is Giriraj Govardhan Mountains? Hold on, how I start streaming? Stop sharing. Share again. Meet. Okay. Yeah. Why did everyone go silent all of a sudden?
You want more information?
So Sugriva's army size is also way bigger than Mahabharata's army. Entire army that were dead. I heard again Sugriva's entire army, which includes all the parts of world, almost like east, west, north, south, all kind of parts of world were considered. And the entire army is again way bigger than Mahabharata.
It took more than one rainy season to get all the people, so it is obviously bigger. There is saying that after Sugriva winning, he asked for Vanaras to come together, and then he for the 4 6 months he only lavished in his life. So then Lakshmana went and he's like, "What the hell are you doing? Did you forget the promise given to Rama? I will with one arrow I will destroy whole of your samrajya."
Oh, after this, Vali Sugriva war, is it?
Yeah. After that, because there are 4 months of rainy season, Chaumasa. Even still, there's like these Jain gurus don't move those 4 months. It is said that from those era, these 4 months, nobody moves around or goes to anywhere in the
In
country.
those also, do we have the time as 1 hour, 2 hours, or 1 minute, 2 minutes, like 1 minute, 1 second? Is the time format similar like presently what we are following? Because the present format is, I don't think.
There was actually, but not much info on it.
The time format of those days is not known, or at least not documented.
Peher, there was Peher, Art Peher ka day.
Peher is technically close to 3 hours.
Yes.
8 Peher is 1 day.
So 24, na 7 like.
Yeah, that's what. Peher is a much later on thing, I guess. Like, I don't think it was exactly the same during the time of Ramayana or Mahabharata.
I don't know, but there are like when people interpret in Ramayana, they say in Peher like Pratham Peher.
No, but the source should always be Valmiki Ramayana when we talk about authenticity, because interpretations were much later.
Right.
And since I think Achit was talking about the sheer magnanimity of the armies of Ramayana, right? Because I don't know if it is from any book or anything, but I recall once my math teacher telling the size of Lord Rama's army. It was a Mahasamudram. It was equivalent to a Mahasamudram. That is 10 raised to power 52. That is what she said.
No, hold on.
I am not sure.
Are you talking about Mehjabeen, madam?
Yep.
Oh,
she's the one.
She taught you about Ramayana, is it? How sick?
Yeah, she did.
Dude.
She's good. She's good. She does.
Suresh, how do you left alone in your even family? You are the one ignoring. Now,
No. We both studied in the same school, and she has been my maths teacher as well.
Yeah, she was actually his teacher before she was my teacher.
Yeah, and I was her favorite student.
So you were her favorite student, but she knew you won't be interested in all.
No, she wasn't this friendly to us, dude. She used to always beat me. Beat everyone in the sense. So
now you know who was actually the favorite student.
Oh, but this is quite surprising.
Revolutionary for you.
Ramayana, and she talking about these things. That's nice to know. Okay, go on. Go. Sorry, Bhargav. Yeah.
Yeah. If I can share the screen for a minute,
please.
I found a wiki page which tells about a few kingdoms of Mahabharata. May I?
Yeah.
Sure.
Great.
We would love to know.
So this is not going to be a ghost story session. There's going to be a mythology session.
Mythology is endless. You see, like this is like the kingdoms of Mahabharata. Oh damn! Just a sec, guys. Yeah. Is it moving?
Yes.
Yeah. You see, the types of clans they specifically mention. The Kuru kingdom is sort of very well known. You see, Panchala is from where Draupadi was from. Pragjyotisha is the current day Assam.
Assam Pragjyotisha.
Yeah, and the Yadava kingdoms were Yadavas were there from they occupied a very big territory in India. Yaksha, you see, you might have heard of the Yaksha Prashna, right? This is like the famous episode where after Mahabharata, all the Pandavas they go into exile to sacrifice their mortal bodies, and they happen to go together, and something happens, and everybody dies except Dharmaraj. Yudhishthir.
No, everyone dies gradually, right? Everyone will die one after.
No. Yudhishthir goes. I mean, he was alive when he entered heaven.
Yeah, Yaksha, he puts a curse on all the guys because they eat some forbidden food, or I don't exactly remember the story.
See, it is said that you cannot enter heaven with anything on your heart other than.
No. The story is getting mixed up here. Yeah. It was before Mahabharata where they were in exile. They reach. I mean, when they were trying to find the power, they reach a kingdom called. It's an Yaksha kingdom, which been ruled by Yamadharma Raja, where they will be put on a test, where Yaksha will take test of each and every one.
Yeah, that is story I know. Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. You're right, Jivan.
So there, everyone fails and they die. Only Yudhishthir answers all the questions correctly and brings back everyone. So
Yep.
then he was basically Yamadharma Raja was taking the test of them.
I think I found some information. I'm sharing the screen. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, about what he was saying, Bhargav was saying, at the end what happens is when they go up in the mountains, it is said that you cannot enter heavens with anything other than peace in your heart. So first of all, Draupadi dies and falls down to the hell because she favored Arjuna more. Then Nakul dies, Sadev dies, because each of them represented one or the other sin, we would say.
Desires or something of here.
It's like Arjuna died because he had too much pride. Bhima died because he thought he is the strongest, and then Nakul died because he was the most beautiful, and Sadev was most sushil. How do I say? Well mannered or something. At the end, only Dharmaraj and a dog with him reached the heavens, and then he was put on test that you can only enter alone. So he declined. He said, "I have came this far. I have all my brothers and my wife is gone, but only this dog has stayed with me. I can't enter alone." Then only he and the dog enters at the end, and he sees
Basically, the dog was Indra.
it means like I don't know, maybe may not be.
It is.
I don't know.
Were these stories ever made into a film, or were they ever kind of I don't know how do you a movie or
There are
Not actually.
small, like not exactly small mentions in different places.
but not actually filmed or something of that sort, right?
This is too vast to film, impossibly vast.
No, you don't have to film everything in 1 year or one. You can make a.
Basically,
where
Indian media is not so rich enough to make that kind of series. they are
do you know where
they are scared
Mahabharata
of losing
starts?
their protection.
Do you know
It is
where
not that.
Mahabharata starts? Where is the actual story? If you want to explain everything in Mahabharata, where you should start?
No, where?
Yeah, I
You
think
start
I
five
know.
generations before. 5 generations
Yeah.
before them, at least.
No,
Yes,
hold on. Yeah,
Sadipa,
we'll
right?
come back there. Sorry to interrupt. Achyut was trying to show us something.
Yeah.
Achyut,
What are you saying?
you're showing us something.
Yeah, they are showing that it is actually giving us a number saying that 100 lakhs is as a crore, and 100,000 crores is reckoned as Shanku.
Hmm.
And yeah, the numbers like I couldn't clearly understand
See, the
here, but
issue
this part.
sometimes the issue comes in the
How
translation.
big is a Shanku? 100,000 Shankus are said to be a Mahashanku. Wise men call 100 lakhs as a crore. Okay, 100,000 crores. That would be 10 to the power 5 into 10 to the power of 7. That would be 10 to the power of 12. 10 raised to the power 12 is a Shanku, right?
Yeah,
A little below, please.
Can you scroll?
Vrinda.
Scroll down. Yeah, they've shown it down at the bottom. Koti, crore,
Yeah, the number.
7. Shanko is 1.
Vrindam is 10 raised to the power 22. Yeah, Samudram. Samudram was 52. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I said Mahasamudram was 52, but Samudram was 52 and 57 was Mahasamudram. These are like exceedingly big numbers even to imagine.
Yeah, and they are not
Yeah, they are.
accurate because they are translated. We can't exactly accurately say these are numbers, but yeah, these are
They are
estimated.
saying that this is from Valmiki Ramayana. According to Valmiki Ramayana, the numbers of Varas and Sugriva fought in the war are plenty. And
Yeah,
yeah, in chapter 37, as incident as described, where Vibhishana sends his spies to Lanka knowing about the armies, enemy armies. He speaks the Rama, my counselor named Anala, Panasa, see,
Anal,
Sampati and
Anal,
Prema.
Sampati or
somebody and
Samati, yeah,
you
so
sent it
it
to
was
No, okay. I have
measuring taken by Ram.
yeah. Achyut, are you done here?
Yep.
Yeah. So I had a question. So I always had this question. I don't know how much. So when these things yuga started, right? Shat Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, and Kali Yuga, right? Where does this Ganesh fall in? In which yuga does Ganesh fall in?
The issue with any story regarding Ganesha, Parvati, Kartikeya, and Shiva, you will never find it accurately on a timeline. I
Because see,
can
the stories I've heard talks about Krishna talking. Krishna has a mention of Ganesha. Rama has a Sita has a mention of Ganesha. So is Ganesh prior to all these avatars, or where does Ganesh fit in this
So,
history?
so Suresh, thing is, actually these four yugas, which is Satyug, Dwapar Yug, Treta, and Kali Yug, are repetitive in nature.
Hmm.
So after Kali Yug, Satyug will again start.
Yes, yeah,
So the Ganesha, that Krishna and Rama, they are avatars of Vishnu.
exactly.
So
Yes.
like Ram is in Satyug and Krishna is in Treta Yug,
No, no, no.
Dwapar Yug, Dwapar Yug.
Yeah, yeah. Ram is in
So
Treta Yuga. Yeah,
yeah,
Treta.
yeah, yeah.
Treta Yug, yes,
Yeah.
and Krishna Dwapar Yug. So they will come back as they narrate that story. Na Ram dropped that ring of his, and Hanuman find it.
Yeah.
So it again happen in again in Treta Yug. But Ganesha is like when these yugas started, like beyond these yuga, like for at the first starting of every cycle.
So yeah, this is
So
what I have. So yeah,
Ganesha is not,
yeah.
yeah, Ganesha is not like enclosed in these cycles only. So Shiva, Vishnu, and Brahma. Brahma,
Brahma
Brahma
is
is Brahma is bounded with cycles, but Vishnu and Shiva is not bounded with these cycles, and same with Parvati and Ganesha.
Oh yeah, that's what I was about to ask. When you say bounded with cycles, we at least we were told that Brahma and Vishnu live beyond these universes and everything. Sorry, Vishnu and
Same with
Brahma is also connected, but at a
yeah, he has a
there is,
longer cycle.
yeah, he has a longer cycle.
who Vishnu?
yes, yes. So he
He
has
Brahma.
some cycles of his life. So there is one story also of Krishna. So one time, Brahma want to test Krishna. So in Vrindavan, Krishna, so Brahma come to Vrindavan, and Krishna was there. So before entering the Vrindavan, Brahma said uh, uh, some of his friend or someone that told Krishna that Brahma came to meet him. So and then he asked his friend Krishna, and Krishna then told him, ask Brahma which Brahma he is. Then he asked, which Brahma are you? So Brahma said, I am the only one Brahma. You don't know I am the creator. How can he ask which Brahma? Then he came to come to Krishna, and Krishna call every Brahma. So some Brahma have 1,000 heads, some Brahma has 2 heads, 3 heads, 4 heads, and in different forms and figures. Then he said Brahman that he all are Brahma of their universes and of their world. So there are multiple worlds, and Brahma age also is of some cycles. I
100
don't know
year cycle.
exactly.
100-year
Yeah.
cycle.
Yes.
Yes. So
Not
Brahma,
human 100 years.
yeah.
When
And
we
Brahma is
go,
actually
when we
also
go from,
not a god. So uh, someone will become a Brahma. So Brahma is a post name, not actually a god name.
It's like Indra. Indra is a post.
Indra
Indra
is
is a
also
post.
a post. Brahma is also a post.
We've discussed about this one. We wanted to write a story on that thing, right? One thing. Yeah, Bhargav, you're saying something?
Yeah, I was just trying to add on to his point that as Brahma is a post, Indra is a post, right? Our Indra is called as Purandara, destroyer
Purandara.
of forts. Okay.
There's
And there
the
are 14
fourth or
mantras.
seventh Indra.
There are 14 mantras. Okay. So you when you start at the when you start to look at the Vedic timelines, okay, it starts from a year or a day, and it expands to multiple. Like the numbers just keep on getting bigger. You know the concept of yugas, right? The Chatur Yuga or Mahayuga.
Mahayuga.
Okay, the Satyayug, or it is also called as Treta Yuga.
No,
And
Satyam is
next
not
comes,
Treta
sorry,
Yuga.
the Satyayug is also called as Krita Yuga.
Krita Yuga. Uh-huh.
Then comes Treta, Dwapar, and finally Kali Yuga. Okay, so Kali Yuga is 4,32,000 years. Multiply by 2, you get the time of Dwapar Yuga. Multiply the Kali Yuga into 3, you get the time span of Treta Yuga. And multiply the Kali Yuga by 4, you get the timeline of a Satyayug. So that would be 10 times. The Mahayug or the Chaturyug is 10 times the timeline of Kali Yuga. Okay, and 71 Mahayugas, they combine to form one Manvantara, and 14 Manvantaras
One
equal 1 day of Brahma, not the
Brahma.
night. Just
And then
that is
today-
12 hours of Brahma. So that would be 71 into 2, 142 Manvantaras is equivalent to one actual day and night of Brahma.
full day. One night
And
does not have anything, by the way. Like at night, Brahma does not do anything.
Yeah, at night there is no existence. I mean, there is
Light
no
is turned
universe.
off.
There's nothing. There's only void. Only in the day there is everything. Okay. So Brahma's lifespan is 100 years.
Years of these
Year is
days.
360 days. And currently we are in the 51st year,
first day.
First day, 14th Manvantara, and some Mahayuga. I don't know the number. 28 Mahayuga.
There is a number, I guess, 20
Yeah, I
something.
think it's the 28th Mahayuga we currently are in. So you imagine the number of times the cycles of Ramayana and Mahabharata would have taken place.
That's why we have fragmented
Huge.
text.
Beyond our human, like we can't imagine the magnanimity of it. It's too big to imagine. This is all according to the Brahmanda Purana. And again, when we come across...
No, hold on. I have a question here. So when you're saying these things, is it a repeating cycle or is it a multiverse here?
It is a repeating cycle with multiverse also being there.
Yep. There is a possibility of multiverse.
Multiple universes are going at once.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
Actually, just give me a minute. I'll tell you why the multiverse concept also may be true. Just give me a minute. In the meanwhile, someone can continue talking.
Actually, there is not only one planet also. Like there are different planets also mentioned and different like lokas also mentioned.
Yes,
So like for a Dhruv only, he have his another loka, Dhruv Lok, which we call Dhruv Tara.
Then there are many multiple.
So there are multiple lokas and planets and worlds around.
So lokas could be considered universes, not universes.
No, these are more
Not
like
universes.
one stacked on another, one plane, other plane,
planes.
like that.
Oh, the astral plane, Midgard. We are in
All
Midgard.
other planes and Shiva.
When you are seeing this in 2D way, I think Loka can be like there's like Earth form and another Loka can be a different universe altogether.
It's like stack of discs. You can disc one, other look,
That's
other
how
look,
it is represented. But if on a like universe level, so I think it will be a different universe. It can't be stacked on one another.
Just imagine.
I would call it a galaxy.
Just to
I wouldn't
imagine.
call it a different universe. So we have a parallel. It could be a different galaxy then.
No. Because galaxies are there in the same universe. This is explained.
Yeah, but
Galaxies are in the same
universe, right? So most probably these lokas would be universes, galaxies, where there could be life forms in other like in our galaxy, in our Milky Way galaxy, Earth is as of now, Earth is the only known planet with life forms. So there could be other galaxies which are universe. So there could be, according to our Purana, there could be how many other lokas we have. Like
maybe you can say it like a parallel universe which exists in the same time at the same way.
No. So it can't be parallel universe. When you say parallel universe, see, these lokas can be lokas are completely different. See, Nagaloka, hell, what is it called?
Yamaloka.
Where we're all living on the same timeline, more or less. We are on the same string of.
Yeah, we are on the same timeline. Yeah, right.
So I would put it that way. But when these could be different galaxies that are maybe, like as you're saying, stacked up as a like this. And this is one universe as a whole.
Because there is a theory, right? Because we have a divide, like we cannot move from one loka to another. In same way, we cannot move through one
galaxy.
Not just one galaxy. I would say one bubble of galaxies. There is a void space between other galaxies, right? Right. Yeah, that.
No, it's a bubble of universe. It's not a bubble of galaxy. It's a bubble of universe under which you've got multiple galaxies.
Yeah, Bhargav.
Yeah, may I?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Any of you guys ever heard of this king called Muchukunda?
Nah.
Muchakunda? No name. No, not
Yeah,
exactly.
this guy, he was a, king of the Solar dynasty, the same dynasty from which Bhagwan Ram was person.
Surya.
Like he is the ancestor of Bhagwan Ram. Okay, so this guy, he helped Devas in the war between Devas and Asuras.
Devasur
So
Sangram. Yeah.
yep,
Devasur
yep. So he was taken from his kingdom and he went to the Swarglok to meet Indra, and he fought. And when he came back, he found that like his kingdom, forget his kingdom, the whole timeline is gone. The reason is he was taken from the 24th Manvantar, and after the war is over, he comes back to the 28th Manvantar. The war happened for 4 Manvantars. So, by like call it critical thinking or trying to justify our discussion here, maybe there is a concept of parallel universes or a multiverse. I'm not certain which is true, but probably there is a similar concept.
Yeah, I guess there was one such story, right? There was one king who wanted to he wanted to get his daughter married to the most
Yeah,
handsome.
the same guy, Balram's wife.
Balram's wife, is it? Oh, is it so?
Yeah, she was from the Satyayug. His her father takes her to meet Brahma
Brahma,
to
yeah.
actually ask which guy is the best suitor for her.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, they lose some time, and Lord Brahma, he responds telling ki, whoever you got is now long gone. So in the current world, the best guy for your daughter is Balram. So for that, the Balram's wife, I think her name is Revati or something, I don't recall the name.
Revati. Yeah.
Revati.
I heard.
Yeah, she was actually like her body is from Satyug, so she's much taller and she's much different. So she has been, there were a little bit of things happened, and she was made someone equivalent to a person of the Dwapar Yuga, so that she'll be able to marry Balram.
Oh.
Yeah, that is where the time dilation concept they try to explain is in Bhagavad Gita.
Relativity, right? The relativity is
Relativity.
Yeah, you can say relativity. It is time dilation, as a matter of fact.
There's also one thing that the story is said by Shambhav that Brahma took some of the friends of this Krishna. Actually, Brahma came on the earth and took some friends of Krishna for a little while, so that he could test whether Krishna is the real god or not. And in the earth, 1 year has passed till then. For a very small time, when Brahma took and gave back the kids to Krishna. So for Brahma, time works very differently in that way.
So that's what, right? So I
And if you see, this universe concept is not in Hinduism only, it's in Buddhism and Jainism also, and it is a little bit different. Like in Jainism also, there is one sign in which different lokas are represented, and we are in the middle of it. And yeah, I'm not. Uh, what's the name of uh, ancestor of Ram? किसके वंशज थे वो? Ishwaku.
He's Raghuvanshi.
Yeah, this is a sign of Jainism. So Ishwaku is Rishabhnath Bhagwan, who is our first Tirthankar.
Yes, Bhagwan Rishabhnath. He is the first Tirthankar, yes.
Yes, so he was Ishwaku, said to be Ishwaku. So in Jainism, it is said that because in Hinduism, you can please God, okay, and get materialistic things or spiritual things out of it. But you have to be born again and again in any of the universe. You have to be there. Your presence will be there. So Jainism will provide you a path. You can escape all the things, all the universes, and you will not be existent anymore. So yeah, and in one of the story, Krishna was brother of one of Jain Tirthankara, Neminath, in which Krishna tricked him so that he will get sannyas, diksha.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
So
mean the same Neminath who is the 22nd Tirthankar, right?
Neminath.
22nd.
I don't exactly recall what's number of his.
Because if that is true, because we can try to
But
understand.
the story is like that Neminath, there is a marriage. There was a marriage of Neminath. Okay, And in his so Neminath is very like animal lover kind of a guy. So he was a king, and his Bharat is going on. So and Krishna was the cousin of Neminath. So in so he treated like that. He उन्होंने है ना कुछ जानवर वहां पर बांध दिए थे. Some animals he kept over there, goats and buffaloes like this, and they are shouting. And when Neminath asked why you kept these animals over there, so Kishan told him that your Baratis will going to eat him. Okay, we're going to serve these animals to your Baratis. So Neminath realized that because of me, these animals have to sacrifice their lives. So at that point of time only, he throw everything, all his clothes, jewelry, and everything, and goes into jungle. And and उनके साथ ही many of the kings goes into the jungle with him. So in many stories, in Jainism stories also, these Hindus gods are there. So in Jainism also there is Ramayana, and in Ramayana called as Padam Puran in Jainism,
Even
in which there are few differences. Like Hanuman is not like a monkey in Jainism. So he was a very attractive man, and he was a king. He was from a Vanar Desh, but he's not a Vanar. He's not a monkey. He's from a Vanar Desh. And Sita didn't actually मतलब वो धरती में नहीं समा गई थी. She is not goes into the earth. She was get diksha. Diksha मतलब sannyas by Bhudevi. So Bhudevi is a sati, not actually a goddess. And Ram also do tapasya after that.
different
And
different
there is one very controversial thing also in Jainism, that Ravana going to be our next Tirthankara. So Ravana going to be our next Tirthankar, Bhagwan. Okay. And Krishna, Ravana is right now in hell, in Narak, and Krishna also is right now in hell, as per Jainism.
See, there was a time when Jainism and Buddhism both wanted to, eradicate Hinduism. And actually, there was a time in history, if you read. So, what happened? There was a lot of text written at the time which wanted to defame the actual Puranas and actual in their own way by their own writings and getting the facts a little bit twisted. So at that time, there were many these type of stories in Jainism, Buddhism, and even
Well,
in
uh,
other
I
religions now
I
there are.
really can't say this because in very old ancient Hindu temples also you will find Jain Tirthankara murtis over there.
No, I'm not.
Okay, and in very old Jain temples also you will find Ganesh murtis over there.
No, I didn't say
And
that there
Guys,
always
guys, guys,
there was
guys,
a time in
guys.
which
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You guys are going hayway. Just to be clear,
yeah,
Hinduism, Jainism, these are all religions made by a dharma.
yeah.
Sanatana Dharma is a way of living,
Hmm.
and each and every person has their own perspective of living. See, this war, like the person who wants to be known for decades, have made few rules so that his way of teaching has been taught in a way and other person isn't taught in a way. Because of these things, this all Hinduism, I mean Jainism, Buddhism, everything came into existence. But if we go back, there was nothing called of such religions at all.
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah, there was only
So
totally
Sanatana.
agree with it.
all
Because
that
before that there is no
was
Hinduism, no
done
Jainism,
by
no
the
Buddhism.
ancestors.
Everyone is one.
Sanatana
Exactly.
Dharma, yeah.
So all this bullshit was done by our ancestors who are having a very little knowledge. Usually they say, right, empty vessels make a lot of noise. So people who did not have that much of knowledge made few things. If I want to be indulged in this topic, right, I can prove each and every religion was born from Sanatana Dharma.
Yeah, that is true.
You
That is
take
like
any book, you take any religion, you take anything, there is a source which is born from our Sanatana Dharma. So don't fight about all those
Yeah,
stupid
I
guys who
totally
hate this.
agree that before,
Before
like
that,
all Eastern
before,
religion, like Buddhism, Jainism,
Shambo,
Hinduism, are
Shambo,
one only. They are
Shambo,
not
one second.
in
Shambo,
different.
sorry to interrupt. 1 second. Before that, anyone watching, I'm the only person watching right now in live just to make sure everything is working. But we aren't supporting any party. We aren't
Yes,
RS
we are
mem-
not.
we aren't RSS members.
No, no, no.
We aren't
We are not supporting any party, any religion,
any
anything. We are
religion.
just putting our
We are just
views.
having a discussion about stuff which we want to which we like talking to.
I completely understand,
No,
but
no,
it's
I'm
only
just
to
giving a disclaimer
know.
for people who are going
Right.
to watch it.
Yeah, for the people, if
So
ever they watched
who
in
are
future.
whenever they're gonna watch, we aren't any party supporters. We are not discriminating any religion. We are not supporting any religion. We are not doing any. So we are not creating any kind of hassles. It's a normal discussion where we are fascinated by these stories. All these stories, we don't know how much of it is true or false, but these theories are so fascinating to hear. So at least for me, I like listening to it, and I'm listening. आपका दोस्त को बुलाओ, ask him to come on to video as well if he wants to talk. Deek.
That's great.
No, it's okay.
See, on the
Shambo.
contrary, right, most of our original texts have been missing. If you go
Yeah.
back to our history, right, most of the original or the true facts are missing. And not even, I'm not talking about people, I'm even talking about the government who are not ready to open the cases and go into deep into it, because our life has been so much messed up right now. Wake up in the morning, work, live your life, take care of your family, and then finally rest in peace.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what we
This
have
was
done.
not there, because if you go back to the previous yugas, right, money or the work was part of life. Life itself was not the work.
Yeah.
They had a lot of other things to learn, teach, and do things which has to be done. But right now, you do only for yourself. We are becoming so selfish that you're not coming out of our things, our family, our life.
That is what Kali Yuga is, na? The Satyuga.
That's what I told you. This is just the word of start of Kali Yuga.
Slowly.
Good thing we will not be there to see the actual
Yeah.
Kali Yuga.
Yeah. We are seeing the glimpses.
Yeah,
So,
it's just a start.
Yeah.
So, will we have an apocalyptic world as well in Kali Yuga? More so
Yes.
what we see in.
There's a whole written text about it.
Oh, there is an apocalyptic world where there are no like the way we see in these kind of Kalki movie or jo bhi hai.
Yes, it will be
Yeah.
way more worse than that.
Yeah, much
We
worse.
already actually
Come on,
seen
man.
2019.
Take an example right now, which is running right now. As a human, do we need an add-on humanity? Go check the YouTube. You will find thousands of videos on humanity, man. I'm like, what the hell is happening? Why do we need that?
Being human is a word for humanity, right?
Exactly.
No, that is still like the smallest part of what we are actually experiencing. It is said that only 5,000-7,000 years, or maybe in our terms also, first 25% is not even completed of Kali Yuga. So
It's just
imagine the last 25%. It's
And
like
for
humans are
your
harvested.
information, the Kali Yuga started when Krishna was dead.
Actually, yeah, after that, when the
Just
It's
after
been
that.
almost around 5,000 years.
That's what even this thing Kalki states, right? After 6,000 years or 6,200 years after Mahabharata.
that will be much more time later.
Yeah.
It's not 6,000, maybe 600,000.
It's almost 6,000 years has been crossed after Krishna's death. So once Krishna was dead, right, the god is left from this world. So that's the time when the evil rises.
And this is
And
the
when
only when no
the
other
son of
can be coming here, right?
what was his name?
Kali.
Son of
Parikshit, Raja Parikshit.
Parikshit, yeah.
Parikshit.
Parikshit says, until unless I'm there, you cannot enter. So he gives an option where wherever the evil things like drugs, smoke, or drinks, he will give some options where I can stay there safely.
Yeah, in
So
4,
these
5
things will
things.
go into the peak, and then the actual Kali Yuga starts. So to enter into actual life, it took 6,000 years for the evil to enter, infiltrate in our life. So there is another 3 to 6,000 years which will go on, and it will lag each and every drop of humanity from a human, and people will suffer a lot.
Yeah, actually, it took much lesser in the sense because see, there are 4 places he told. First was the places where you drink and all. The second was brothels.
Gold.
Third place was
Gold.
gambling houses, and
Yes,
fourth was
gambling.
gold.
Gold
But
is one.
he asked like one good place I want. After three very bad places, I want one good place. So gold. But the mukut of
Gold means
Parikshit
money,
is my
finance.
gold.
See, if we take
Gold
it out,
means
right,
money and finance. Yeah.
if
All the
we
countries,
consider,
all the countries' finances are deal with the gold reserves,
Gold
right? now.
only, like gold is the biggest currency
Yeah,
till now,
right
right?
now, yeah.
But gold on a broader way means money only, na? So
yeah,
we can say
Translation
money.
is still gold.
see,
That's why.
to understand, if we have to go back to the yugas. See, uh, I think if you go back to yugas, right? First was Satya Yuga, which
Satya
was for immortality. The war was for immortality, the power.
Hmm.
Who
And
was it
Treta
fought
Yuga,
between? Sorry to interrupt. Who was it fought between? I never knew who fought in Satyuga.
Devasur Sangram was actually Satyuga.
Devas and Devas. I mean,
Devas
Devas
and
and
Asuras,
Rakshasas.
Tripura,
Devas, Rakshasas.
Samudra
Tripura, you know Tripura, three universes.
Have you heard about the word Samudra Manthan,
Samudra
where
Manthan,
Yeah,
Halahal is
the Halahal. Yes, yes, yes.
that is Satya Yuga.
and also Tripurantkari. Have you heard Tripurantkari?
Ha ha ha.
Yeah, so Tripura was three other planets which were formed, given as a boon to Rakshasas, and then they started havoc. So it was kind of like impossible to destroy those three universes. Then
No,
Mahadev destroyed it very hard.
so it is like in Satyuga, it is between two universes, Devas and Rakshasas.
Rakshasas.
And in next, it is
Are
Treta,
these
right? In
stepbrothers?
Treta, it is between two countries, India and Sri Lanka. And in Dwapar Yuga, it is between in a one house between family, two brothers, okay, of the same family. And in Kali Yuga, it's uh, inside of a human. Like we have to struggle in our own.
No,
No,
no, no.
hold
I
on.
was
One doubt.
referencing.
Jeevan, one doubt. Sorry, but is it Satyuga also between brothers? More or less, at least from the there used to be a serial called Bhagavatam in Telugu long back. So it was shown that
Yeah, yeah, you are right. It was between brothers because
it was between
both
brothers.
Devas and Asuras were born
That
from the same father,
yeah,
Kashyapa.
They were born to the same father, right? But they're stepbrothers.
Yeah, mothers were different, the father was the same. Yeah, you could say that, but the core ideology was not about brotherhood, it was ideology about good and bad.
who is good,
Yes.
who is better? It is the ideology of
स्वर्ग स्वर्ग एंड पताल इट इज बिटवीन स्वर्ग एंड पताल अगर ऐसे देखोगे so everyone is brother and sister because everyone is generated from Brahma only, so
No, no, no.
that's
See, that's the reason I'm not telling about people. I'm talking about for what the war was fought. If you see Satya Yuga, it was for the immortality or the power. And in Treta Yuga, in the sense Ramayana, it was for the fame or the name.
name.
And if you come to Dwapar Yuga, it was for property and self.
Kali Yuga.
No, it was property and self. There's something
Respect, maybe self-respect.
kind of. It's not self-respect. It was like showing the power and the property both. Now in Satya Yuga, there is only one motive. One
In Kali
motive,
Yuga.
that is power. Sorry, in Kali Yuga, there is only one motive, that is power. And where does the power reside? Money.
Right now, it's in money.
Yeah. So because of this, world war will happen. Because of this, lot of our infrastructures will be gone. Foremost, our knowledge will be washed out. Because right now, the Kali Yuga is not able to perform its peak because we have the knowledge about all our books, including
We are losing it slowly.
religion.
Have you
Also, that there is something which has been missing. People, if they learn, I mean, till their time, they have this knowledge in their mind, this Kali Yuga will be stretching on. But once to lose this information, right, there will be a world war. Only then this information will be lost, and most of the people will forget about all this spiritual story or the things which has happened, and the knowledge will be lost. Then the actual Kali Yuga starts, where people will eat people. People will beat people.
Harvesting people. Yeah, that is what the end of Kali Yuga is. People
And
will be harvested.
to be born, right, they don't need any intimacy or the actual how the birth is happening. They don't need that point of time. That's the time where everyone will be born from a test tube. That's how the army is being done, and that's how the cloning will be like in the peak, where everyone will be a slave to one person.
Nice idea. Maybe I want
No,
to.
this is not only in our texts, in the sense the Hindu text or Jain text. You can take any book, including Quran, Bible, Bhagavad Gita, or any other Western Greek culture. Everywhere has been written that this is how the apocalypse will be done, and people will lose their faith, and the new world will be formed. So it's a
Yeah.
circle. So once Kali Yuga is done, again it goes back to Satya Yuga, where everything starts from the new. And this happens not only in this universe, like everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah, that's what like even in Kakbushandi says, na, the
Yeah.
base is same. There are differences, but the base is still same.
So Kakbushandi is that watcher guy in
Yeah,
what
he looks over multiverses, he goes everywhere he wants. Yeah.
what if
So
my what if
it
the
was a
guy, have
boon.
you seen the what if anime?
Basically, he was
He is the watcher. Yes.
he is a Brahmin who got boon by Shiva. He's so loved to him, and he says, "I will be always with you." So Shiva does not have a start or an end. So if he wants to go there, he has to be something else. So the only bird which talks or which barks or which cannot say is a crow. So he would be transformed to a crow, and he will be going each and everywhere wherever Shiva goes. So that's the reason. Even in basically in our culture, even everywhere, right? When the death is done and we put Pinda, the first we wait for the crow to come in, and any ancestors who come will be coming in form of crow.
If
But
you remember
unfortunately-
Suresh Anna, you
sorry.
remember, right?
Which one?
Tata. He always used to put the first morsel of food for the
Yeah.
crow.
Yes, yeah.
Any death that's the after the process is done, they keep food and they wait for a crow to come and eat. So afterlife is starts from a crow, and because Shiva is always who's a person who take care of the death and destruction,
So
it
basically,
is represented by a crow to come in the form of any atma or anything.
so basically, we are saying Kakbushandi is no more in cities any longer now. We don't find crows in these cities. I don't find
No,
crow and
right? You see it until unless you want to, in the sense, if
Yes.
for example, I'll tell you an instant. You go on any Mahalaya Amavasya, you don't find any crow anywhere. All of a sudden on Mahalaya Amavasyas, or a person is dead, or there is something happening, right? All of a sudden you see crow.
When someone this
Or
dead one I have seen.
or imagine there is a death in your family and you don't know. All of a sudden there is a crow near your house, and it always caws unless you come out and shoo it.
I mean, I don't think so because I'm living in the 10th floor and I've seen one crow maybe once in a while, but I've never really seen crows here. Not much crows.
Find it on a Mahalaya Amavasya. Go into top and you'll find so many crows.
Yeah.
Because that's the day where most of the people from other world come and see the families or unite with this. That's a small.
That's when people will keep a bowl of water outside their house and do the puja for their ancestors or such kind of thing, right?
Yes, that's Mahalaya Amavasya.
It's a,
Pitra Dasha, yeah.
Pitru Paksha.
There is some such sort of tradition in Christianity.
Rituals, yeah.
Ritual in Christianity. I guess it is during a Halloween season.
Yeah, same timing.
Everywhere it's the same timing.
Same timing. Around Halloween is October 30. We always have it as in October or November, before October, something like that.
Oh, is it so? Okay. I don't know.
There are mixes, but they don't know where it came from, just like that.
What?
Everywhere. And I believe Hinduism also will gonna lose these things very fast, because I have seen Adi Purush and things similar. I feel like we are losing it.
What do you mean by Adi Purush? No, I do not understand.
I mean by it, see, when I disclaimer, I don't support Adi Purush. I am not against it. I don't give hate to it. But all I want to
Please
say,
give hate to it. No one liked that movie. Hate those ko.
now it is not.
क्या बनाया movie में उसको?
Critic, okay. Critic. See, I am saying, I was born and I grew up in a home where there were older people like grandparents with grandparents. still I saw so many things in movies and I learned from them, series and TV shows. Okay, even though I was with grandmother and grandfather. Now think of a child who is born today's generation with TikTok and all to already distract, who goes for a religious movie to watch, and he watches Adi Purush and gets the wrong idea of what Ramayana was. And
Well,
there is
what I
a
feel,
show of panelists where there are people who are actually researching on these things to tell them
well, what
what is
I
wrong.
feel is, well, I feel is that our next generation, our new generation is more religious now, and they're
No
because now
idea.
that
They don't
I
know.
go many temples around India. Okay, many temples. So now I see able to see whether it is Hinduism, Jainism, and not matter of this, but many young people are there. Like 20 under 20 people are very. You will find more under 20 people now.
I
Under 25,
understand.
under
I
20
100%
people.
agree. But
That's thanks to
knowledge is
Instagram,
passing.
bro. It has
Knowledge
nothing to do with their interest in temples. It's simply Instagram.
Yes. And
Yeah,
also in temples, if there are people, you just ask them 10 stories about a god. Any god. You just take a god and ask them 10 stories about them. Anyone can go beyond 3. I will pranam them.
And
Nobody
probably
knows.
we should
well,
tell our
I guess
children
it's not
that
only about.
Adipati is the actual multiverse of madness, man. Like, it's so horrible.
Well,
What?
I think it's not only about stories. Our Hinduism is also narrate stories to give some conclusion, to give some
Exactly.
moral,
So
and we
moral
are
is
losing our
moral of the body.
logics and morals for the stories somewhere, because there are many stories, but we have to know the crux of that story. We don't know. We don't have to be focused very much on the detailings. This is what I feel.
No,
See,
I
that's
agree
the
with
problem
you.
which has been happened. Our ancestors made stories in forms of stotra. Now we have stotra. If you go Bhagavad Gita itself, we have 4 5 different kind of Bhagavad Gita which has been recited by some other gurujis.
Hmm.
But the actual Bhagavad Gita was the original one, and who translated it to the actual language, we don't know whether he has translated correctly or not.
Right.
Each
That
and
same
every
thing came with
perception has
33
been,
crore gods.
yeah. No,
40
that's
and
not
crore.
33 crores, it's
That
33
is
koti.
33
It
gods,
means,
basically.
yeah,
Yep.
33
Yeah.
gods.
That Vasu and all, 2
Ah.
Ashwini
Yeah,
Kumar and all.
that is
Those are the gods
Astavasu,
which take
Dwadas
care of,
Aditya, Ekadasha Rudra, and 2 Ashwins. That is 32.
2 Ashwini
those are the
Kumar.
gods who take care. Like how we celebrate our festival, right? Like 10 days now, Ganesha will be taking care. After that, Navratri, Durga will come. There is a thing which is being there. See, that's what I was trying to tell you when we had that, right? Our stories which has been shared by us. For example, in time of Mahabharata, Ramayan, right? Most of them think Ravan is very cruel. No, actually, Ravan was very powerful and he was actually a kind guy. Sita,
For the first part of his life.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they said Sita, Ravan tried to kidnap Sita and to marry. But actually, if you see, Sita was a far daughter, basically. It's kind of daughterly love where Ravan had towards Sita. Most of them, they don't know.
That is not the truth, actually. Not at
No,
all.
no, no, Jeevan. I don't think that is the truth.
That is
No,
If
not
you
that is
go
the
the
through
truth.
the
truth.
actual
No,
Valmiki
no, no,
Ramayana,
no, no.
the
Well,
Valmiki
That's
Ramayana
what
clearly
I
There are
I heard
totally
is
four
also that
different kinds of Mahabharata which is being written. Each and
Ramayana.
every Ramayana was being written, and each and everything concludes different things about Ravana, especially in Sri
that is the
Lanka
point.
itself, right? There are 2 types
That
of
is the point. We
story
always
which
have
has been
to.
written where one, Ravana has been taken care of Sita like a daughter, and second thing, Ravana was trying to get married with Sita's permission. So there are 2 different things which has been recited in Sri Lanka itself. I'm not talking about Indian Ramayana. I'm talking about Sri Lankan Ramayana. So they themselves have 2 different conclusions, and here we have like 4 different conclusions.
Yes, but the
See,
core reason why Ravana never harmed Sita or like forced Sita was actually one shrap given to him by the Nag Dev, because he killed the wife.
you
that
cannot
was the
touch, yeah, you
Apsara.
cannot
That was
touch
the Apsara.
any woman.
Whoa, whoa,
Yes,
hold on,
Except
hold
for
on,
women.
hold on.
yes.
Everyone is talking. Hold on. One after the other. पहले दीक तू बोलो उसके बाद बार को बोले
Yeah,
उसके बाद
so
शाम को
I
बोलेगा.
am saying all this confusion started because people have this soft corner over Ravan because he did not offend Sita or like by force he didn't try to marry Sita. So what actually happened was there was a shrap given to him by this Nagdev, because he killed the wife of Nagdev after raping her. He gave the shrap: if you touch a woman without her permission, your head will burst. So what people interpret is that Ravana was not bad, he was trying. And then there are other things Ravana has done bad. Kuber, he dethroned Kuber. He took wives of Kuber's sons, two sons' wife, which are the things people don't interpret well. On the first part of his life, he did very good things, like he was the biggest bhakt of Shiv.
Sure.
He had so many powers from Shivas. But after that, what happened is he became overly into his power and did a lot of bad things, which are overshadowed because of few things.
Okay, so
Like,
yeah,
that is my
now I can. That's what interpretation comes here picture. So that is our interpretation of Ravana. And as Jeevan was mentioning, Ravana is interpreted differently in Lanka, or where the place where he has born, the so-called Sri Lanka right now. So again, interpretations are being, and from the stories which I've heard, right, Ravana is more or less like a incarnation of Jai Vijay. Jai Vijay are the
yes,
two. So
yes, yeah,
Yes,
two
yes.
Dwarpal of Vishnu.
Dwarpals of Vishnu.
Dwarpalkal Vishnu. So if he was, and there was a story, there was a movie where the senior NTR has acted, where he'll show a thing where he's doing this on purpose so that he'll get that retribution and he'll go back
Yes,
there. So
yes.
if he's knowingly doing it, he wouldn't do those many bad things.
No,
So
no, no, no. See. The whole reason of them getting the Shrapa is that you will born as demons and you will do all the demonic things. That does not mean they are good people. They are demonic.
yeah,
The whole point of their Shrapa is they will do demonic things.
No.
May I add something? May I
yeah,
add something to the
Bargo,
discussion?
Bargo goes next. Yes, yeah.
See, I'm really sorry, but all these interpretations, every single thing is wrong, because the actual Valmiki Ramayana, which is the base, it clearly shows that Ravana, he has taken Sita by holding her with his one hand. He did touch her, he held her with her hand, and he has forcibly taken her.
Yes.
All the other interpretations are, like people read and they interpret and they do something. None
Yes.
of them can be considered. The only thing we could consider is the original text, and original text clearly shows that Ravan was not a good guy. And I actually shared a link of a YouTube video that was from Project Sivoham. If I don't know if anyone of you follows Project Sivoham, you please do watch that video. It clearly shows the proofs from the Valmiki Ramayana, and of course, everyone is welcome to go and check back on the texts if what he's saying is true or not. But yeah, he explains every single detail. And the biggest problem with the Telugu audience is this guy NTR. Of course, he's a great actor, but he has shown all the negative characters as extremely good characters.
Exactly.
And
Yeah, he's done that.
Okay, so I also add to this for Ravana. So Ravana is not a good guy at all. He is power hungry, and he is a Brahmin.
Yes. Demi
His
Brahmin,
father
not
is a
demi.
Brahman, and his mother was a demon,
Rakshas.
Rakshasi. So he is half Brahmin only, and he was very knowledgeable and a great Shiv Bhakt. But the thing is, he is a power hungry, so he's very proudy. He was Gamandi tha. So just to take revenge of his sister, he took Sita with her forcefully, and then he want to marry her. Okay, but Sita is herself is a goddess. So without her permission, Ravan can't touch her at all because he has not that much power. Sita is herself goddess Lakshmi. Okay, so in what I said before about Jainism, so Ravan is a totally a bad guy, but and he is right now in Narak, but he is doing tapasya over there. And the thing is, everyone get a chance to from a demon also, anything, a plant, a demon, a rakshasa, a insan, a devta also can become a god or can liberate from the life. So this is the thing. So he's in hell right now, as per Jainism and Hinduism both.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is Jainism representation of like how Ravana is going to come back. Like, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's not in that avatar. Okay, Ravana is a avatar of that thing. So he's in hell. तो सबको ही अपने जो भी उनके कर्म होते हैं ना, he have to have repercussion of that. It have to मतलब उनको सब कुछ भोगना ही पड़ेगा. Whether he is like every every avatar of Vishnu also have to face challenges, have to face repercussions of their actions. Okay, sub avatars of Vishnu also have to face challenges and dukh. So Ravan is also like that. So he have to he is in Narak and have to face everything, but he is doing tapasya. And now after everything, like जब वो सब कुछ खत्म हो जाएगा, then he become God.
See, on
But
the
according
contrary,
to the Hindu texts, it is different. According to the
Yeah.
Hindu text, Ravana and Kumbhakarna are they have this life as the third incarnation as demons. The first,
Second.
no, third.
Second.
Yeah,
No,
second.
there are only three. Second. This is the second one.
Yeah.
Second incarnation. The first was as
Hiranya.
Hiranyaksha and
Hiranyakashipu and there was one.
Hiranya. Yeah.
Hiranyaksha.
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 Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu.
Hiranyaksha.
Are the two people. That was during the
What are
Varaha
the
Avatar
third
and
incarnations? I always had.
This Kans and there was one more.
No,
So,
it's not.
so yes, Ravana.
It's not Kans, I guess. No, it's Shishupal.
Jarasandha was incarnation.
Kans was there.
No, Shishupala and Jarasandha, I guess.
I think
Yeah,
Shishupala and
Jarasandha is
Jarasandha.
incarnation of
Jarasandha, Kans, all
Jarasandha.
three were there.
Kans was not the guy.
Guys,
Shishupala and
just for your
Jarasandha.
knowledge, okay, just for your knowledge, just to understand and to get the references or the links right, you can actually refer Amish Tripaঠি's books. Okay, I'm not telling the story what he has told is right, but the way he has told it's actually in a human form. Amish Tripathi, if you just search, you will get it. At the end of the book, he has given the links where the source was taken from. So you can actually refer those sources to get the actual knowledge about those stories.
Sureshana, you have those books. I have given the 3 books. You remember?
Oh,
There are
That's
totally
from
6
Amish
books
Tripathi.
which has been written.
okay.
Yeah, currently there are more than
Got
3.
it.
The
Yeah.
Shiva trilogy is with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Amish Tripathi first is on Shiva trilogy and then
But
came
that
the Ramayana.
trilogy is fictional, not realistic.
Exactly.
Of course, of
So
course.
the references,
Story is
I'm not talking about the story. I'm talking about the references in the last page.
Also, he is being published by an British American publishing company. I don't believe those at all.
I'm telling you to take the links.
Yeah,
bro.
references,
Yes,
I can
yes.
understand.
I'm not telling you to go according to the story. I'm telling you to search the links because each and every book at the end they have the sources which is being given. Find those sources to get the information, and those
Okay.
sources is based on Indian books, all the historical books which he has been read through it. It's not
But
British
I
or
think
other things.
this is the thing. That's what I said. We are going too much into detailing. So it's not
Right.
about actually the detailing. It's about Ravan as a bad guy. We not need to go in detailing what happens to him, or each and every characteristic his, because it's like 5,000 years back. We can go each and every detailing of him, right? So it's
See,
not
we
about
cannot
detailing.
say
It's about
whether he was good or
conclusion. What
bad.
conclusion come out of it? That if you kidnap, or if you take another woman, and if you like power hungry and very greedy and pride is there, then you will be finished by some good guy. So there's the conclusion of it. We
That
not
is always
need
the
to go.
It's
conclusion of
not
Yeah.
about
every
conclusion, guys. See, each and every person who has born right, he has to follow the path of karma. If Ravana is so powerful with all those boons, right? Obviously, the Paramatma has made him to go into that route so that he can end him. If he is really good guy, if he's not doing anything bad, right? He cannot complete his life circle. So he has a karma and he has a path which he has to move. There is no other way. And as we
That's right.
in Sanatana Dharma, we believe that karma is the actual outcome for your life. So the first half, as our friend was saying, the first half he has done so many good things. Now, after doing so many good things, he has got so many boons and he's so much powerful. Now, as we know, Indra or other, they are not gods actually. They are followers of the god, or they are god. Basically, they're kind of a kings or
They're
politicians.
They are
devs.
God kings.
Devas.
They
So
don't
they are
die,
scared.
but
They're
they're
devs.
not like
They will get scared so that what if Ravana takes my place? What if he comes to him? So there are the karmas which has been placed there so that he can go
Yes.
into a bad path and let him end his life so that the structure which is being created by Paramatma will be the same so that no one can take care. It's not only Ravana. There are so many other person who has been, who has defeated God and got the kingdom of Indra or other loks which they have taken care. But at end of the day, it's always Indra who will be sitting in the throne of heaven, and Yamraj will be in the throne of hell. They have
This thing
still end of the day they come back again, so that their karma has been put in such a way that they can come in, they will try to conquer. By end of the day, they will be dead.
Yeah.
So we cannot say a person is good, bad, or maybe, but it's the root of karma which has been prepared by the Paramatma or by his fate that he has to go.
So are we saying it all predestined?
Wait. I have two things on this. First thing, there is a exchange between Nandi and Shiva about this thing where Nandi says, I have been with you in yugas, and I have never seen you give a boon which turned out well for a Rakshasa. The Jati Rakshasa, I have never seen. So the whole of out of a conversation, what Shiva says is, I am Trikal Drishti. I know what is going to end, how it's going to end. But that does not mean I can be hopeless of it. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि हम एटलीस्ट वो होप नहीं कर सकते कि मे बी दिस टाइम ही विल डू बेटर. So karma at the ultimate is on your hand. Yeah, God knows that what you will do after you get. It's like a child's play. You know, if you give a chocolate to a child and tell him don't eat after 2 hours, you know the child, you will know he will eat it. Though it is in that sense, but it does not mean you cannot have hope in the God's world. And secondly, today only I was reading about this Narayan, this Narad, the Narad Muni, the Muni, which always says Narayan, Narayan. He once what happened was he was so much into divine energy that Indra felt that his kingdom is going to fall and Narad is going to take over. What Indra did is he sent Kamdev against Narad to just what this Kamdev does. He destroys all your good karmas. Kamdev fought with its army. Kamdev is not like a war fighter, okay? What he fights is your Indriya, what Indra controls, your Indriya, your inner motives. So he fought with Narad and he lost because Narad was so much into tap that he lost, and Narad got so much overconfident from this. Narad was like, okay, now I have Kamdev is said to be second to Ram in terms of energy. That Ramban or Kamban are equal. One will completely cure you, one will like leave you without any karma or any tapo shakti. So what happened is Narad won. After that, he had so much ego inside him. He went to all the devtas and he told in front of Indra that I won. All the devtas praised him. Then he went to Shiva and told the same thing. Shiva said, okay, but don't tell this to Vishnu when you go to the Vaikuntha. But he was not, he could not keep it on himself. He told to Vishnu. Vishnu, with a smile, said, obviously, with my biggest disciple, you will, defeat Kamdev. And Narad said, yeah, with your name. But in the heart of Narad, it was so much like ego. What Vishnu did is he made a Mayapuri after a little bit far, where there each and every person was so beautiful. And then he made a queen, the princess of that Mayapuri, as incarnation of Lakshmi. And Narad went there, and he, in his ego self, he became attached because Narad has this detachment with everything. He is a Brahma Rishi. He is detached from all the living or anything with Maya. But he got so much attached. He thought he'll become the husband. And there is a what he can do. He thought he thought, let's go to Vishnu and I'll ask his Vishnu Swarup. He called for Vishnu. He saw Vishnu. He had tears in his eyes. He's like, okay, now finally I can get this woman. He said, give me Hari Roop. Hari is another name for monkey. So Vishnu Bhagwan gave him monkey root. Vishnu Bhagan said, I will give you what will do the best for you. And he will look. So नारद को लगा कि अरे मुझे तो विष्णु भगवान का रूप मिल गया है, बट विष्णु भगवान ने क्या किया, हरि का रूप दे दिया, दैट इज अ मंकीज रूप। और जहां जाके नारद मुनि बैठ गए, वो रेडी थे कि लाइक अरे अभी तो स्वयंवर होगा, मैं शादी कर लूंगा। एंड देन फिर वहां विष्णु भगवान आए बन के एक राजा का स्वरूप लेके, और शादी कर, लाइक ऑब्वियसली क्या होता है, लक्ष्मी माता से शादी कर ली, बिकॉज ऑल माया वाज मेड बाय विष्णु भगवान ओनली। थोड़े दूर विष्णु भगवान गए, तभी दो वहां शिवगण थे, शिवगण, शिव के गण। तो वो ब्राह्मण बन के आए थे, वो उन्होंने पहचान लिया था नारद मुनि को एंड बढ़ा रहे थे, अरे आपका क्या स्वरूप है, आपको ही चूज करेगी राजकुमारी, आप ही बनोगे यहाँ के तो राजा, ऐसा करके। एंड एट द एंड वो दोनों बोले, आप एक बार दर्पण में अपना चेहरा देखो कि आपको कैसे नहीं सेलेक्ट किया, और भाग गए। तो जब नारद ने देखा, अब विद गिविंग द फेस ऑफ बंदर, वानर, विष्णु भगवान ने अपनी माया से उनको वानर की चंचलता, चपलता भी दे दी। जैसे एक मंकी कांट बी स्टेबल एंड लाइक वही गुस्सा ज्यादा वो भी दे दी। तो इतने गुस्से में थे नारद ऋषि कि वो थोड़ा आगे गए विष्णु भगवान, उतने में उनको कैचअप किया और देखा कि ये तो विष्णु भगवान है। तो उस गुस्से में नारद भगवान ने श्राप दिया। बहुत कॉमिकल, इफ यू एक्चुअली लाइक गेट टू नो अबाउट व्हाट इज द एक्सचेंज, इट्स सो कॉमिकल कि कहते हैं कि मैं जो जिंदगी भर आपका नाम लेता था, आप कैसे हो कि आप मजे लेते हो अपने भक्तों के दुख में, आपको कोई बोलने वाला नहीं मिलता ना आपके ऊपर, आप ही सबके ऊपर हो, ऐसा करके। एंड ही गिव्स द श्राप की जैसे मैं रो रहा हूं अभी पत्नी वियोग में, आप भी रोओगे, और मेरा रूप है ना, मेरा रूप ऐसे ही रूप की मदद से आपको मिलेगी आपकी पत्नी वापस। सो लाइक राम, वन ऑफ द रीजन ऑफ राम अवतार is said to be this also. Balkand mein this is explained.
Yes, true.
Oh.
So it is not always the Rakshasas. Even the Mahamuni, Narad also got, कहते हैं ना कि अहंकार आ गया, अभिमान या अहंकार आ गया।
In Shiv Purana, it is being said that not only Rakshas or human, even gods
Yes.
have to face their karma. See, not all the gods are happy, not all the gods are unhappy, or Devatas, I mean, the Rakshasas are happy. Everyone will go through a phase where they will be happy for some time, they will be lost in some time, and they'll have anger in some time. So, this is a phase which is again, our culture is being based on the circle of life, where everything comes and it ends in somewhere, and every end is a start of something else. So without this circle is not completed.
And when someone tries to be really really good, it is said कि देवताओं को वो पसंद नहीं आता, so they give कामदेव the first attack कि like इसके पहले वो खत्म करो, कीर्ति।
Wow.
Every good has to be balanced by evil, and every evil has to be balanced by good. So this will be going on forever.
देख लाइक चला गया क्या घर पे? ओ या
पॉज हो गया।
नहीं नहीं, डी करंट चला गया डी के घर पे। Wow, lots of information, guys. Lots of information.
This will never end. This information is like
This thing you can feel also. Kamdev means that's sensuality.
Yeah.
So you can also like feel that. So yeah, so it's really powerful. So Indra also do this on who is that Rishi? Menka जिनके पास भेजा था? Vishwamitra. So Vishwamitra is also very powerful. He is doing his tapasya. Then Indra got scared that if his tapasya is completed, then he will take my throne. So he sent his most beautiful Menka Apsara to him, Menka. Then his tapasya is bhang because of that.
Yeah.
On the contrary, if we know, right, if we know the boons given by the gods, right, every boon has been ended by a god itself in an indirect way. You check out any stories. Every boon given, even for a Rakshasa or a god, it has been divided or deceived by a god itself. He knows when to give and he knows when to cut short it.
It's to balance, like the balance will never go off no matter what they
Exactly.
do.
There is one more
Manage the
story
balance.
in which Indra command Kamadeva to shoot his arrow on Shiva.
That is
So
the story of like the main
yeah,
story of
when
Puran.
Parvati is doing a bhakti of Shiva, so Indra told Kamdev that shoot his arrow to Shiva so that he will marry Parvati. So when he shoot his arrows, then Shiva opened his third eye and he burned all the Kamdev's body. Then again he gave him boon. Then now you don't have body, but you will reside in everyone's heart or everyone's body. So that's how Kamdev don't have a body, but he will reside in each and every one of us.
So the human desire is the first part to for the destruction of humanity. Is it
Yeah.
Yes.
sexual
If you see
desire?
the 7 chakras in human, right?
So
Hmm.
sexual desire is
From
the
which
follow.
The
seven
first
chakras?
chakra is the intimacy.
Okay, that's nice. Okay then. Yeah,
And
I
in
don't.
Kali Yuga also you can see like now sexuality and sensuality don't have one phase. It's now like everywhere. Like now man is attracted to man and everything. Like it's now very much vivid now. Yeah.
Bargo, you're saying
The
something? Sorry, Bargo is.
No, I'm just saying that I don't think desire is a bad thing because we have this dharma, artha, kama, moksha, right?
exactly.
So everything has to follow dharma as long as artha, kama, and
Hmm.
what is this? Sorry, yeah, and as long as dharma, artha, and sorry,
Kama
as
moksha.
long as
Dharma the kama mokshas.
yeah, but it is said that as long as we do artha and kama according to dharma, we attain moksha. That is uh, going out of this cycle of birth and rebirth, like birth, death, and rebirth. So if you want to get out of that, you have to live your life according to this dharma, artha, kama, moksha. So kama is not necessarily a bad thing, but of course, everything has a limit. As long
Exactly.
as you
Nothing,
stay
nothing
within the limit, it's
bad
fine.
or nothing is good. Everything has its own limit. When the
So
limit is
basically,
crossed, it becomes bad.
you're saying so you have to fulfill your the man. So maybe I'm interpreting it in a funny way, but you have to fulfill your responsibility to give a new life, which is
Right.
the responsibility of karma. Once that is done, you have to then only you can attain that thing. When you can leave all these what do you call earthly pleasures and then move on to the next level. Is it?
See. If you want to attain moksha, that is completely different than any other, like, getting good or bad side. Moksha is getting on the central line. There is nothing good or bad. Like, अच्छे कर्म, बुरे कर्म, all will be neutral. Then only you can get moksha.
No, I'm not.
अच्छे कर्म ज़्यादा होंगे, then only also you won't get in moksha.
No, I want. You're saying no, because I had this doubt for quite a long time. So we always again. I'm not. This
Yeah,
might sound a bit of controversial, but I always had a different opinion about Buddha. Buddha is known to be a person who overcame all the earthly pleasures and then attained a certain level, right? So, but looking back of his story when he was still a Siddhartha and when he was still a king or prince or a king, whatever, he had all the earthly pleasures
Hmm.
and he gave away his responsibility to become a saint. So how was it related?
It's not responsibility. He gave up. It's not giving up responsibility. You should consider it as detachment from the physical world.
No, he was made a king
He
and
was
he has
not
the responsibility.
nobody was dependent on him.
No,
It was not
yeah.
like people are dependent on him. He could have given to someone else. Like that,
He
he
was not a
detached
king.
himself.
His father was still a king when Gautama came out of. I mean, Siddhartha came out of his
Yeah.
womb. He was not yet the king. He was
He
still the
didn't
prince.
abandon, like, he didn't abandon people, right?
Yeah, but
He
he
just
was,
Yeah.
he was sup-
And I don't think Buddha talk about like he gave you path for moksha.
no, he doesn't
He,
talk about.
no, no.
Yeah.
He talks about like Ashtanga Marga, right? The eightfold path,
yeah.
so as
Yes,
to
yes. We
have
have,
a
yeah.
rightful life.
Yeah, rightful life, not moksha.
Yeah, that's what. So But I'm not talking about moksha. So is moksha is related to leaving away earthly pleasures?
Everything. Moksha is
Moksha
giving away
concept is
everything.
more in Jainism.
Moksha is something that brings you out of this cycle of birth, death,
Yes.
and rebirth.
You will
As
not
long
come
as
here
you are
again.
within the cycle, you will not attain moksha.
So
Basically,
there is no story
samsara.
afterwards, moksha. There will be no story afterwards. You will not exist.
We
Yes.
will
Yes.
not exist. We will be one with God in the sense. Like
Yeah, you'll
just
become
No, no,
part of.
not God. Moksha means that after you attain moksha, you will not do anything to anyone. You will neutral to good, bad, rakshas, devs. You will be not affected with anything. You will be non-existence. Your story will be not there.
You're
So
non-binary.
You
basically,
just
the rebirth cycle.
another thing. You just one with the universe. You will be not a separate thing
Yeah,
altogether.
that is what
The
Deep was
cycle
trying
of
to say.
rebirth will be stopped in your case.
Yeah,
yes.
you
Yeah.
will be not existent in any verse, in any universe, any loka.
So either you, so you'll become a Schrodinger's cat then. Either you're dead or you're in both the states.
No, no, no.
No,
Not
no,
like
no,
that.
no, no.
Moksha is like you are one with the universe.
Yeah.
You are one with the universe. You are not against the universe. You are not
You are
changing it.
You
indistinguishable.
You are
will be
one.
the universe, basically.
Yes.
You
It's
will
a
be a
fluid state
particle.
in a thinking sense.
Okay.
In the way of science, if I say it right, like how they
We turn to
created
stardust.
God particles. So right now you are molecule, then you will become a God particle.
No,
Yeah.
it's simple. Like you'll be indistinguishable. Okay, since you talk science, like it's simple. You become an electron. You're indistinguishable.
Exactly.
You and universe are exactly the same thing. There's no you and there's no universe.
So that's why in Jainism, Tirthankras will not give you anything good. Like if you pray to them, they will not give you anything. So that's devs and devis which give you anything good or bad, materialistic. But Tirthankar will not do anything for you.
Okay.
You have
On this
to
note, sorry, Shambhav. Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah, Shambhav. Last notes. Go ahead.
karmas. Yeah, that's
Yeah. On this note, it's been 2.5 hours now. It's 12:30. So let's all break it here, and we want to end that note. We will have to work towards being an electron.
That was very, very wrong way of saying it, but yes.
If not electron, we can still try to be a muni according to Bhagavad Gita. Like the one who
Karma
is
yogi is
untouched by
enough,
happiness.
more than enough. Karma yogi. We all are here for a karma. We can be karma yogi. Muni and all, living and all things.
Deek doesn't want to leave
But
all these things. He
what
wants to
nothing
enjoy
to do with
every
living.
earthly
Live
Muni
pleasure.
your
is
life
just
and
like
enjoy
you are
the
unreactive to good, bad, happy,
Yeah,
sad.
yeah,
then
yeah.
you are a
That is
Muni.
a sthit pragya. Sthit pragya.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No. Deek wants to
Because
have every kind of pleasure. He wants to enjoy
No.
everything.
I am not saying that, but from from earlier only, I didn't like the felt of the saying only that you are leaving all your duties and all of life and you are going into jungle and like that is so that feels very selfish to me. So
Exactly.
what Bhagavad Gita says is karma yoga. You do what you do, but you don't care about the outcome
Outcome.
or the reasoning.
yeah.
You just do it.
Oh. So yeah, let's end on that note. Let's all become karma yogis. Let's all do whatever we can do the best, and then let's all leave the result for the universe. Okay,
So
so
that is YouTube live end.
that's YouTube live end. So
Yeah, now we can
before
speak more freely or what?
अभी देखो कौन आ रहा है लास्ट में कोई रामचंद्र करके once we are done he joins now we're almost
No, nice. अब we can speak
चंद्र
freely,
अवतार ही आ
right?
गया भाई.
ओ
चला
बंदा
भी
चला
गया वो.
गया offend हो
Yes,
गया
yes.
ऐसे
अवतार
डरा
आके
दिया
चला
यार
गया.
सुरेश तूने.
नहीं I just wanted to give a more like a part 2 का ऐसा कुछ I wanted to ask put on a question and I want to end it so I was क्या शेयर कर रहा था मैं I wasn't sharing anything okay.
Deek,
अच्छा
one thing.
YouTube live अभी चल रहा है या बंद हो गया?
चल रहा है
अभी चल रहा है. Okay.
Okay,
Then we
फिर
have to
on.
no
filter
I
out.
had this doubt dude before ending I want to do it maybe we'll continue it in
Yeah.
the next session so these no one can traverse between these lokas right only few
Yes.
people yeah so only our soul can travel between these lokas
Few things depending on like who and where. Not every soul.
okay
Yudhishthir travel between lokas with his earthly body.
And like Arjun also went to like
Yeah.
Devlok, but yeah,
Yes.
there was a path. 1 year it took the journey, and there are many things. And in Kali Yuga, it is prohibited to pass through lokas,
No, I
And
was
for
telling.
Dhruv,
even for
Shivji
gods.
make another loka for him altogether.
क्या चल रहा है? कहाँ आ रहा है भाई? कौन?
Ramachandra.
रामचंद्र. He left us, it?
Is it like is he a new guy or what?
Yeah, he's a new guy.
So this is kind of what that is like
Because
spamming.
of our own Ravan, Ramchandra left.
Yeah.
It's spamming, spam.
तो मैं क्या बोल रहा था? If someone could travel, as someone was saying, right? Ravan is still in
Yeah.
one of those lokas. So if we can create a science fic out of, or more of a mythological fiction out of it, if someone could traverse in these lokas, and
That
if
would be
someone
amazing.
is powerful enough to like the what is it?
Kakbushandi, and many.
Narad Muni himself, he can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Narad
he
Muni
can.
also can
Narad
travel.
Muni.
Yeah, more or less, I would be.
Indra can travel.
That would be the story of What If, right? Who is that villain in What If who can traverse between Ultron? Shit.
Ultron,
Yeah.
the like infinite Ultron, not just Ultron.
Infinite Ultron. Okay, doesn't make sense. It wouldn't be news.
पानी में कुछ इधर उधर नहीं किया हम लोग छोड़ो इसको पकड़
It wouldn't be a news story. Okay, these guys, Marvel guys, they've took everything out of our scriptures and they made their own stories out of it, dude. I'm hating it now.
We are actually not allowing them to use our like gods. They
there are
want
some
Hanuman and
direct
many
connections, like the
gods of
living tribunal is Brahma, and then there is the one above all. He is beyonder. Those are like Vishnu and all.
Okay, let's all end the stream here. It was
At least
all nice talking to you. Happy Ganesh Chaturthi. I guess it was yesterday. So
Happy Ganesh Chaturthi, guys.
Chaturthi once again, everyone.
Ganpati Bappa Moria.
Ganpati Bappa. Ending the stream. Bye, guys.
Bye everyone.
Bye.
You're ending stream or you're ending?
Chat भी end करना साथ